just subbed.
Let's go around the table.
Like a substitute teacher?
Guys, shut up.
Let's go around the table
I'm Dylan.
and talk about what we got when we leveled up to 4th level. Starting with Chris, please.
I got tough, which gave me 8 hit points, and then I got an additional 2.
So what is your total now?
30.
Thank you. You also got more hit points, but I did that for you. Dylan.
I now have 31 max health. Also, I changed my name to Leomare because it sounds
31?
a lot cooler. 31.
Leomare?
Yes.
What was it originally?
Larry.
I thought
better.
it's an
Yeah.
elf, so it just seems more appropriate.
Dude,
Larry
you
the
should
elf.
keep Larry.
No.
Larry
I
the
don't know,
cute.
call me whatever you want. I don't care.
One of these bitches should have changed their names.
Did you?
I
Oh
like
yeah,
that
no, I
fucking
certainly
name.
would have approved of Ronan and
Oh.
Rowan changing one of their fucking names.
Well,
What
my
is it?
strong
Do you want
bear.
passive perception?
Did it go up?
It's 16.
Okay, then yes.
Well, can we just call you SB?
No.
Or
Spencer,
BS?
Because that could
I
be
have
some
29
bitch.
hit points now.
Thank you.
Is that all you need to know?
Yeah, it's really quick. Aaron.
I have all the same stats. I just have 2 new spells, invisibility and
Health.
This would have been really helpful earlier.
no, it's the same. I gave you just the stats I had. I didn't do any math. to
31.
Downsize. Yeah.
My hit points are now at 31. Is that all you need to know?
That one.
Unless you changed anything
Oh,
My
else.
strength, my strength also went up to, from 4 to 6.
That's level
Okay, what?
3.
A plus
Can't
4.
take that
Wait.
one yet.
Plus 2 on strength.
Well, I thought I...
First.
No.
No.
Dang it.
Yeah.
That would go
No, I
up.
fixed
What is
that
the
before
top?
you
Thank
used
you.
it.
What is the top number now, Alex?
It's a 5.
Soon.
Is it a 20?
Yes.
Thank you.
What's going on?
I'm
It
just
is
going to write
capped
it
at
down.
20.
I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to write it down.
So
I
when
don't
you
forget.
add stuff to your strength and
I
stuff
don't want
like
to accidentally
that,
add
you add it to
something else crap.
this number, not to this number. So this is a plus
Because
5.
I know we...
So you add it to the base stat, not the modifier. The modifier changes from the base stat. Alex.
I added 1 to my dexterity and 1 to my constitution, and I
You get
have
1
40
point for
health
every
now.
food.
Oh wait,
40?
did you need to know my
40.
stat change to my constitution?
No.
It's a range.
As long as I have your health,
It's
that's fine.
opposite.
Did you change your constitution?
Yeah, I have like weird papers. I
Oh,
have like
okay.
some papers for you guys.
Do you
Or
have a modifier?
charisma, not
Okay, I
constitution.
was gonna say, if you change your constitution,
Sorry.
you probably have a lot more hit points. Last person? Or did Alex? Yeah, Alex, you're good. Last person, Rachel?
Yep, that's my name. So my dexterity went up by 2, so now it's a plus 3 or 16. And my hit points are 35 now.
Fantastic.
Do I have the most health,
You
or
have a
is that
shit
correct?
ton of hit points.
No, I only have 30.
No, I have 35.
What do you have?
I have 40.
Ronan has
Holy
40.
shit.
No, I'm wrong.
Makes sense.
Rowan. I said Rowan. Do you see the
Yeah,
problem
wait.
here?
Yeah, now I see the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a problem.
We're gonna
Alright.
call Chris strong.
Can we
No,
call
no,
you
no, no.
Ro-Ro?
That's what we keep
You're
saying.
Chumpus
We're calling
McBumpus,
him
okay?
strong
No.
bear.
No,
No.
that's keep
No,
the shit out of
we're
this.
calling him strong bear.
Or
AKA
Chris.
some bitch.
AKA.
I mean, if I need to
I always
if I need
make
to yell
mine
at you, I'll
nicknames.
refer to you by Chris.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Not
That'll
Christopher
work,
Adrian
that'll work, that'll
Velasco.
No, I will refer to you
Oh.
by
Wait,
Chris.
wait. What's your
Is that your
Christopher Adrian Velasco.
Adrian, bro?
Cool.
Okay, recap of last time.
Not like
You
you
left the
showed.
Bastani camp and wandered over to Valaki. You went into Valaki, and Irina got snapped up from you by a
Ugh.
man named Ezek.
I leave for 5 seconds.
Yes, you were gone.
Ezek's gonna get his
You then proceeded to beat up a good chunk of the town guard before getting slapped around yourselves, and ran away to a house of a woman named Lady Fiona Watchter, who took you in, decided that yes,
That's a
you will
son
help
of a
her
bitch.
rid the town of the Burgermeister, and then help Strahd assert his dominance over the town as it should be. So she has you on the quest of go kill the Burgermeister for me. Then you went to the inn,
Wait.
met some people. Yes.
Are we getting a reward for that?
No.
Okay.
She told you to do it because it's correct. It's the right thing to
You
do.
do it, bitch.
You do it because it's the right thing to do. Let
No.
Strahd be the ruler of his correct domain, not some chicken-footed little man.
Okay, whatever.
That I
Continue.
Yes, and then you went to the inn. Some of you had a nice discussion with two
Yes.
hunters
Oh.
named Yevgeny and Slodvar.
Some of us didn't.
Some of you had a very short conversation with them. A few of you went and talked to a half-elf named...
Rictavio!
Thank you.
I
And-
remembered that without looking.
Yeah, it's nice. That's why you take notes.
Passion.
Can this be?
And after drinking... Oh, and then Rowan and Ronan. No, Ronan and...
Creature you touch.
Rowan...
Okay.
This is a problem. We're calling you Strong Bear from now on.
What? Was that not?
Rowan and Leomere got into drinking fun times with the Watchter boys.
That sounds
And then you all trampled off up to... Rictavio helped you guys up to bed. And you went to sleep. And now it is morning, and there is a knock on your door.
I feel like I would begin by asking
Somebody answer
everyone
the
what
door.
the heck
This
happened
door,
last night.
we have 2 different rooms.
Yes. Well,
Ladies?
there's...
Basil.
The doors of both are right next to each other.
Yeah,
They're probably only about like 10
Okay,
feet
ladies
apart. So
first,
like
then.
one person could be
It's a
knocking on both doors at the
satisfying
same time.
Okay.
Somebody's
Perfect.
knocking at your door.
I'm gonna
Uh,
go up to the door.
Is there a peephole?
Actually,
Yeah.
y'all want to decide how you split the room because like it's
We
4
split
and
it.
4.
Did I just materialize
Um,
back into existence? Okay.
Yeah, we split it,
Same with boys.
girls
Okay.
and boys.
Y'all just zip off to
I
the pocket
assumed.
dimension.
I just played the rib cages so good
Yeah.
that I.
Yeah,
Very
so
cool.
us
Plan of
3 are in
existence.
one
Yes,
room,
but then you start feeling
4 dudes in the
Men
other
and women
room.
got it.
Yep.
I just got bored.
So,
Tranquility
Karen, you're opening the door?
Is there a peephole?
No. It's a wooden door.
Alright, is there a chain?
There's a bar lock on the inside.
Fuck, fine.
Just say,
I'll
"Who
open
is
it
it?"
and be like, what?
Rictavio is standing there and they just like knocking on the door, and as you swing open your door, he steps back and like points to a nice little tray on the ground and says, "Hello, I brought you dinner, Irwin, breakfast.
Cool,
I
thank
brought
you.
it from Irwin.
Oh,
As soon as the other friends
Is
wake
that-
up, I believe you said you would tell me about why you came to Barovia." And he'll like pick up the tray and carry it into your room and set it down on like a nightstand.
Well, he's not a vampire.
we're not up.
Okay.
We're not like,
He's gonna
Right.
take us on a tour today.
right, but we're not. We're like just woke up. What the hell?
So we're
And
gonna.
then he will go back out in the hallway
Oh,
and
okay.
knock on the other door.
I was like, sir, I got it.
Man,
Tell me what the breakfast food consists of, please.
Yeah.
some blood pork sausage,
Okay.
some like chicken eggs.
Oh wait, that's just.
Okay.
It's important to distinguish.
It is.
It's an important distinction.
In this realm, it's very
How are the
important.
chicken eggs cooked? Or are they cooked?
They're hard boiled.
They're hard boiled.
Good
Are
call.
they peeled already?
No.
What?
It's important to
But-
remember.
Safe.
And there's also a bottle of purple
Drink.
dragon mash number 3 on the tray as well.
Do you want to
Wait.
explain what that is?
It's wine.
Oh, nice.
Purple
Okay.
drink.
Yeah.
Oh, she wasn't.
Yes. It's cheap wine.
It's cheap wine? Okay, I'll do
Still
some
good
cheap wine
cheap
with my
wine, but-
breakfast.
Cheap. Boys.
Somebody
There's a
answer
knocking
the
on your
door.
What the heck happened
I
last
don't know.
night?
Put pants
Okay.
on, I guess.
I'll
Yeah.
answer. Who is it?
It's,
Actually, I'm not gonna open the door. I'm gonna say who is it.
It's Rictavio.
I didn't meet Rictavio. Who's Rictavio?
I'm
I
a
don't know. I
friend of
didn't
your
meet him
friends.
either.
Oh, okay.
We're
I'll
meeting in
open
the other room
door.
for breakfast.
Yeah, I don't think any of us met Rachel.
None of you did.
That's awesome. I'm pretty sure I met him,
Okay.
but
Hey,
I
a
don't
friendly
remember.
man is
Random
knocking on your
dude.
door trying to give you food. Why are you complaining?
Because he could
Guess
be
it's
a
time to
kidnapper.
get up.
Evil.
Bullshit.
My mama taught me to not take food from strangers.
That sounds like
Your mom was
Who opened the door?
I did.
Uh,
The
Cool.
door's open. I trusted him for some reason.
Rictavio, in his
Yeah.
nice, like, multicolored clothing, like carnival clothing, will just like point over to like the girl's room and then wander back over there, and you can kind of hear like the sound of like something being uncorked and fluids pouring into glasses. Some elves being shagged, eggs being shelled.
Shells being egg, bro. I
Yes.
heard elves being shagged.
Yeah.
That's what he
I
said
heard
first.
Well, there's only there's 2 elves, both of which
That's
are
what
male.
he said first.
I'm not gonna restrict
No.
that if they feel like it.
No.
No,
You're
not
the only
again.
elf, right?
Nope, I am not.
You're Dragonborn.
No,
No, I'm
There's
no
no elves.
board.
I'm an
The
elf.
elves
He's the
are
elf.
Strongbear
What
and
elves?
Leomere.
And also Rictavio.
Hey, Rictavio's a half elf.
One of them is a piece of shit.
That's a 2.5 sum.
I think we're.
No, 1.5 sums.
So
If
does
you're
he have
counting
one
elves.
pointy ear and one non-pointy ear?
No, they're both pointy. He probably has like a light
Oh,
beard.
there's
Stuff, you know, elves.
Let
can
me
have.
be creative. I
Oh,
was
also,
calling
no,
it
No,
he
it's
Eric.
only
is,
1.5
Depends
because
on
they're
the
all
setting,
half
but
He's
yeah.
elves.
what's
Mr.
that
Dragonlance.
No, those 2 are full elves.
Yes.
Are
sure.
you?
Yeah.
What? We're wood elves. Yes.
Yeah.
bull?
Wow, I'm a fucking dragonborn.
I'm a lizard.
So Rictavio is pouring himself a glass of wine, sitting cross-legged on the floor, waiting to hear a story.
I would also like to hear the story.
So Rictavio wants to know why we are
who
here.
wants to tell it?
I've been in a pocket dimension for the past day and a half, so does anybody else want to take the reins
We all
here?
know why we're here.
I would recommend, personally, someone who has been taking notes to summarize to Rictavio or something like that nature. Just as a...
Oh, okay.
Fun
I'm
side
a
note.
rememberer. No,
No, you're not.
I lost my notes.
That's alright.
Rachel?
Audra,
It's all you.
tell Rictavio what's going on.
That's fine. I've got my notes.
Dope.
She has your notes up.
We would all just be like,
This is my first game.
So, are we going 100% truth here, kids?
Yeah, why not?
Are we
No.
hiding some
Wait,
aspects?
wait,
Yeah,
do you
yeah,
guys
that's
have
fine.
reason
We
to
don't like
trust
that.
Rictavio?
He was wearing colorful
do
clothing.
we have a reason not to trust Rictavio? He
Just by the
seems dope.
name.
Plus,
Let's
brought-
not
told-
tell him about me crippling those guards.
Okay.
Or me.
Wait, he has a mouse.
What
We should
happened
trust him
exactly?
fully.
I
he
need
doesn't
to have
have
some
pet
guards.
mouse.
I
Okay,
trust him
what
completely.
what town
He
did
said
we
it's a
start in?
replacement
We
for
started
his
in
pet
Barovia.
monkey that he gave away to a friend.
All right, so
Okay.
Sounds like you.
That's fine.
I can speak to
we
a mouse.
we were
Oh, his
walking
mouse,
in
but I
the
don't think
woods,
that was his
and
at this point.
one night,
Dylan.
a few nights ago, we were walking in the woods, and it was getting quite dark, and we were looking for an inn. This mysterious carriage with yellow suns on the spikes or the spokes came and picked us up and landed us in this country. We started in Barovia, the capital or something of Barovia, where we met the Burgermeister of Barovia. He introduced us to his sister and pleaded that we get her out of that town to get her away from Strahd. So we were going to bring her here for her own safety, but when we arrived, she was taken from us, and we're a little bit confused of what's going on in general.
Sounds like quite the dilemma. He'll just like take a nice big drink of his like. He'll finish off his wine and then start peeling his like hard-boiled egg into the glass to not make a mess.
All right, was there anything else we wanted to mention?
Very polite.
What about all the rest of the story? We should tell him everything.
What?
Okay, what do you want to add?
Everything.
Okay,
I don't
go
remember
ahead,
it, but
go
we
ahead.
should tell him everything.
Oh, he needs to hear.
Alex doesn't want
He
you guys
wasn't
to
here.
tell him.
I don't know if we
No, I
should
was
mention
here,
the
I'm
whole
just-
prophecy thing or not.
No, I think we should tell him everything. He's trustworthy. I'm also saying this in character.
Just out loud.
Yeah.
Just like-
No!
I think you're
Rictavio's like,
racist
"Ooh."
because you're an elf and he's an elf, and you think we should trust him just because he's an elf.
What?
Hey,
I
no,
think that
Mayor,
matters.
Whoa!
He'll actually turn to you,
Guys.
Leo Mayor, when you say prophecy, you're like, ooh, tell more.
Yeah, tell more, Leomir.
Oh,
Yeah, talk about
Um,
this prophecy.
The prophecy of the mule.
Okay.
There
and
was
the-
Okay.
there was a lady. You remember?
So, this gypsy, not gypsy, Vistani, this pleasant Vistani woman told us that we need to find Strahd's mom, then find a pool blessed by the light of the white sun, then find a sword of pure sunlight, then we're going to find what we need in the ruins of a castle, and then the ruins of a place of supplication. Then we will find the one who will help us stand against the battle. Then the dead man of noble birth, guarded by his widow, who returned to life, and he will be our ally. And then we will look for the tomb of the father, and that's where we'll find the devil, aka Strahd, that bastard.
Who we're going to
I do
kill.
so love riddles.
Okay, but that's not like the wording. She just guessed and then put her guesses as the clue.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the best way to solve a riddle.
Not if it's wrong.
I
feel like
mean, I
how
would
we
like
know
to
that you are
say
until you find out that you're wrong.
that
The original
essentially
writing.
I just summarized into a more readable
Hey,
script
Aaron, did you
exactly
make
what
a
it said.
note?
No, but he said he has it written down for us.
Because plagiarizing is not allowed.
Yeah.
We're good.
Alright, what was the word I did
Plus,
the thingamajig where it's
I'm
like you
super
put it in your own
fucking
words?
lazy.
You paraphrase.
So-
Thank you. I paraphrased the riddle
Yeah, it's good enough.
in
I
my
got it.
I'm
personal
not like
notes.
calling you out, but I'm just saying like, but if that's not right.
Oh, also
Then we
our good
don't.
friend got a grappling hook the other
Have a
day. He's very
sword.
excited about that.
Oh,
How's your mouse doing, by the way?
Good.
And we're getting some
Would you like to see him?
holy
Is it
water.
like pick his mouse off and hand it to you?
Please, thank you.
Rictavio, we
You
need to go
pretended
to
you
the
didn't
church.
know him, but you knew he had a
I need
mouse.
to make
I
some
believe
holy
that
water.
I heard that he had a mouse.
Well, Father
Form or
Lucian does
fashion.
run a nice church of the Morning Glory just down the road.
Mouse.
Just put it on the list for the tour, please.
Fantastic. And he will like wait for you to eat up before like picking up the tray, taking it downstairs. And when he like as he like steps out of the hallway, there's a young boy out there to take the tray and scuttle away with it.
Scuttle.
We're not doing young boy shit in this campaign.
That's not your decision.
Double God.
And then he'll clap his hands and say, "Who is ready for a tour of luck?"
Hell yeah.
All right.
That's where we are.
Sure.
I'm gonna grab a pencil.
What's legal and
Put your big girl pants on.
So he will
It's a
lead you
town.
out of the inn and onto the main road through, like cutting through town. And first stop, St. Andrew's Church, and you wander all the way down like the center road towards the western exit of Lockheed, and just a few houses away from like the gate
Are we?
is a small little church with a nice red roof and a small little graveyard off to the side.
Is this the same church that we saw from our like original inn?
No.
Nope.
This is a like couple
Different town.
miles away.
Oh yeah, we went to a different
Oh,
city.
okay,
Different
that's
town.
right. Yeah. Okay.
Are we disguised?
You are wearing your hoods.
Okay.
Again, it's a nice, beautiful, overcast day in Barovia. Lots of clouds, lots of fog.
Nice.
The sun is barely getting through.
Are these people having issues with their crops?
Really?
Magic.
Yes.
Frickin' magic.
Like energy goes through the clouds even
The
in
next
Su-
level,
like
I'll be able to
light
talk to
or
plants. So
something.
Any
we've gotta
stop
figure
here?
Something out.
Or shall we continue?
Do we need? Is this the church?
This
You're
is
talking
we are standing out of St. Andrew's Church. Yes.
Didn't write it down. Cool. Is there a place where I could fill some vials of water before we go in, or do they have the water there,
then
pre-blessed?
He'll kind of cough and be like, "There's a well at the inn."
Holy water.
Should have asked before we left.
That's always a good plan.
Yeah. Okay.
Holy water where?
I guess I'll jog back.
In the church.
Well, we probably have a water skin. We could just put.
Yeah,
Oh.
you have
Wait,
horses.
why
Oh,
do we
never
need
mind.
why do we need water?
Because I'm making holy water to fight Strahd.
Do we need
He's a vampire.
Did we learn that holy water is effective against Strahd?
No, it's worth
No,
a
but it
try.
could be.
Yeah.
Alright.
And it's not like it
We can
costs
bluff.
anything.
If not, any
Dangerous
religious
weapon behind my back.
individuals among us might benefit
Spills.
from that
Oh, no,
when
never mind.
praying or whatever.
Surrender.
Yeah, if you want to slurp
This
on
is
it,
true.
you know.
May we request that the priest allow us to obtain some holy water?
Would you like to go into the church instead of standing on the road outside of it?
Yes, that would be nice.
Sure.
Ah, excellent. So you pass like there's a little
I
like wrought
bought
iron
vials.
gate and fence outside that like there's a kind of sad looking garden. It's much better than the one outside of the Watcher House, but it's still kind of pathetic. There's gravestones off to the like side of the church, and then there's just like a light kind of morning mist kind of hazing between the gravestones. And inside there's a couple like on the pews there's a few kind of very tired looking people, only some of which are awake. All of them are kind of like hugging each other, clutching wooden like holy symbols in their hands. And there's a very tired man standing behind the altar, like barely holding on. Just like he's like holding himself up by, like he's holding himself up against the altar. And as he sees you walking in, he'll just be like, "Hello, welcome to St. Andrew's Church."
Hello, sir.
Father, do you need to sit down?
Has the sun risen yet?
Yes.
And he will offer up a quick prayer to the morning Lord, and he'll start to like shamble around, waking up some of the sleeping people.
Wait, there's sleeping people inside of this church?
Yes,
Yeah.
they're like
On
on
the
the
pews.
pews, asleep. The few of them that are awake when they hear that there's sunlight outside, they
Are they
kind of
priests?
like get up and no, they just look like normal townsfolk,
Are they
they're wearing-
homeless?
common clothing. Most of them are getting up. There's a few children with their parents here,
Why are there people here? Father, person?
and you can
What,
see
what
that
should I address him as?
We'll find out.
you can ask
What
What do
should
you-
we address you as, sir?
Father Lucian.
Father Lucian, why are there people here?
Every night, many from Valaki come to pray here on the hallowed ground to be safe from Strahd's minions.
Oh,
Are
good call.
Strahd's minions able to enter holy ground?
No.
Okay, we are interested in stopping Strahd from doing mean things to people. Do you have any knowledge on if there are any holy objects we can use to defeat him?
And he will sit back for a second and rack his brain. And you notice that it's taking him a while to, like, think. And then as the doors, like, to the church swing shut, as the last people have, like, left, he kind of heaves a sigh and crashes down on the pew in exhaustion. And he
Is
just
he,
says,
like,
yes,
laying
there
down?
is a holy symbol of ancient faiths of this land
Is it
that rests in the temple in Castle Ravenloft. It used to be a great idol for us to worship the Morning Lord and Mother Night with, but it has been lost for ages.
Refresher, where is Ravensloft?
Castle Ravenloft is the castle.
The evil
of the devil.
castle.
It's the evil castle in Vallaki?
No, it is
Is
Strahd's
Strahd's.
Oh,
castle.
Strahd's. Oh, frick, well that sucks.
Oh,
So that could be the.
His-
there was a
in the
thing.
temple there? Oh, that's handy.
Legend has it that his brother Sergei,
Fucking handy.
a paladin of the Morning Lord, would bring holy relics to the temple there to aid in worship and prayer.
And
Okay.
is that Strahd's brother, you said?
Yes.
Well, do you have a name of the relic? Or is it
And
just...
he will sit there for a second. No, the name escapes me. It's been lost to the Church of the Morning Lord for a long, long time.
Is there anything else there? Or is that the only, like...
In
thing you
Ravenloft,
know of?
yes. But, and he will kind of actually look to you, Audra. And do you have any, like, I'm assuming, like, whatever you're wearing, like, robes or whatever,
Mhm.
has some sort of, like, sun symbol for, like, your sun soul, like, month
Yeah.
or whatever. He'll look at you and be like, we have lost. A few nights ago, this ground became unhallowed when someone stole the bones of St. Andrew from beneath the church's grounds.
St. Andrew?
Andrew.
Andrew.
Is that the name of the temple?
Same name as the church, yes.
Oh, I thought you said Andrew before, too.
No.
Andral.
Andrew.
Okay.
Does the fact that St. Andrew's bones have been stolen and we are now in unhallowed ground mean that there is no true protection in the church now?
No, there is not, my daughter.
Wait, there's
But
no
I
church-
assume this
Oh,
is
yeah.
not information we want to necessarily be spreading.
I think we should.
No,
Cause a
your
panic.
secrecy would be valued, and
Well,
more value would be your help in finding the bones.
Do you have any idea who stole the bones?
would it not be better to
I
have the
do,
people safe than to
but-
maintain
Find
your
these grave
pride?
robbers.
Well, we don't want to
I
cause a
have
panic.
got.
But we can still find. No, we no.
There
he's-
are other churches.
This is
That's
the only
true.
church in Vallaki.
The whole town.
It
Yeah.
might be possible
Okay,
that
then.
There's only, like,
Strahd
one
does not
religion.
yet know that.
There's
but
only
there were more churches.
there's
and
another
other
church in
places.
Barovia.
But there was more than one church in Barovia, right?
No, there was one.
What?
Maybe there was.
I mean, they don't really. They're not very religious anyway.
Let the
so-
people have their peace of mind.
Yeah, I mean,
Only one church.
And let's not spread
That's fucking
the word to
weird.
any of Strahd's minions who don't yet know that this area is up for the taking.
That's true.
And
why the fuck would we tell them?
he will look and just say, I suspect that the gravedigger may have stolen them.
Do you know why?
Yeah,
I
who the
mentioned
fuck
the
is that?
bones to my acolyte in training.
Who?
I have an acolyte, his name is Yeska. He is training to become a priest of the Morning Lord. And he will, like, reiterate, like, he'll go on a small tangent about, like, this young man's journey in the faith of the Morning Lord to, like, become a priest and one day potentially give light to some of the hopeless of Barovia. But I told Yeska to reassure him, for he was growing more and more fearful by the day, that we would be attacked directly by the devil himself. But poor Yeska may have told others.
Who do you know that he's like close friends with or anything?
He is friends with Milizhov, the gravedigger.
Oh, well, that's just
He's a
super
young
handy for
boy.
him.
Do you think it's
and maybe frightened as well.
Muley
Do you
Joe.
think it's possible that somebody stole the bones to rebury them and create hallowed ground somewhere else, or does it not work that
That's-
way?
Perhaps.
That's likely.
So, like, to protect their own household, perhaps.
I would say.
Why the fuck would they
Expect.
steal
So
that
we need to
from...
Is
Maybe
the grave
they
outside?
have a relative
There
that
is
is
a grave
unable to
outside.
move,
Yeah,
and they
can
want
I
to
see it?
protect their
That's why
relatives.
So you
stay
will-
there.
So Stronger, you walk outside. And there's this nice little like tiny graveyard, simple headstones, nothing fanciful.
Is there any tracks or anything?
It's kind of just all like long grass. Some of it's trampled.
Yeah. Well, I
You
assume
notice
people
that
are
kind of
digging
like
the grave.
tending some of the dying flowers is a very plain-looking young man with just like a very dirty tunic and like trousers on. He has a shovel and he's like
Yeah, I
he's
assume
holding
that's
his
the
like
grave digger.
as a like
I'm
walking stick
saying he a
basically.
grave digger.
Is that the gravedigger?
Yes.
Someone go say
Your
hi.
ears.
I don't.
Do you want to go say hi?
I can, but I.
Go say hi, Chris.
I'll
Hello.
follow. I'll follow him.
Hello. Can I help
Hello.
you?
I need you to dig a grave.
Looking for weed.
What?
I'm just
You're
trying
gonna
to
kill
start a
me.
conversation.
If you need a grave dug in,
Can you dig my grave?
I would suggest you ask Father Lucien to ask me. I dig graves when he asks me to.
Okay.
So is
Has
your name
someone died?
Muley Joe?
Yes.
Jova?
Have you heard?
Alright.
the
Are we
news?
all out here now?
Mila Joe.
Oh my God.
What,
Alright.
He might not
Yes.
know. We might not know.
That's the point.
Okay, are we gonna try to? Okay, so
I think we should.
the
follow
father,
him to
just to
his
recap.
home. What?
So
Because he probably took him home.
that's fucking weird.
Yeah, but
Why
we
would
don't know
you
if it's
take
him.
Because
Anyone
what if
can
his
dig a
mother
grave.
doesn't have legs that work, so she can't go to the.
Where are the bones?
Carry her, piggyback her.
No.
Put her in the wheelbarrow.
Can I use
So
the
the
repeaters for
father
music and
told
instruments?
Yeska, his acolyte, about the bones, and then we think Yeska told the gravedigger because
You
they're
can do
buddies, and then the gravedigger stole the bones.
Use your spell. You have like
That
zone
is
of
true.
truth, don't you?
Okay.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
Yeska
yeah.
could have stolen
I
them.
don't know how
Yes,
that'll
yeah,
work,
but
though.
okay, he hasn't
Why don't we just
denied
use our
anything though. So like, we haven't asked
stats
him
before we
anything.
do this
We haven't
shit?
decided like, what we're gonna ask specifically. Yes.
Can I talk
True.
to him?
Okay, charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you
God
have
damn.
Yes.
Where are bones at?
I'm gonna just walk up to him and be like, sorry for all these people crowding around you while you're a single boy alone in a graveyard.
Where are bones at?
It has happened more
For the
often than you
bones,
think.
for the bones.
That's
Oh.
incredibly terrifying. I'm so sorry. We are looking for your friend Yeska. We heard he might have knowledge of some ancient artifacts that we need to help defeat Strahd.
I believe Yeska has a cot in the chapel.
Oh,
He may
Thank
be
you so
sleeping
much.
there.
yeah. We'll
He
go
tends
find
the
him.
church in the day while Father Lucien sleeps.
I did.
That is a good plan. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Which one of us is? And then, like, walk away from him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Knock him out.
Mhm.
And then
Whisper
I'm
about
gonna
him
be
right in
like,
front of him. What?
well, I was
We're more of a
Goodbye.
distance away.
walk the fuck away back into the church. All right, now we're gonna do a powwow. Who has good sneaking? Who has good stealth?
I have invisibility.
Oh yeah, so.
Me too.
I have
You
plus
would
Wait,
two stealth.
invisible, like actual
Whoa.
spell.
No, no.
Oh, it's just sneaking. Okay.
It's like a stat.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, I've got a plus
this
3.
page.
I have a warhammer that I can
I
use
actually
to
have
threaten
plus
him.
4 for stealth.
I have a mule.
That will help so much.
I have a baby
So-
driver.
That
That's
should
a
be
little better.
Well,
5
Bara,
for
I'm
stealth.
at 2, but I have
Yeah.
invisibility, so like
Okay.
kind of.
That would probably just be.
You know,
bad.
he's got a plus 5 in stealth. Maybe we should let him do some stealth stuff.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Is your head off, or are you just burning your
He
I
can
mean-
turn his head off.
Pretty sure I
Can
can
you?
turn it
You
off.
can turn off like the brightness of your
Yeah.
flame.
Clap
I can make
It
on.
doesn't
super
actually
dim.
burn anything
Clap
when you're
off.
sitting on it because you're usually
Yeah.
like
You're,
unless you want it to.
Right.
Oh,
you're the Human Torch.
ish.
He is a
I'm
fire
a fire
genocide.
genasi.
And I'm an
no.
Asimer.
Yeah, let's not use any spells.
Huh?
What am I sneaking
We don't
into?
have to.
We're sneaking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what
you're
am I
gonna follow
doing?
I don't-
Milligrove. That
Emiliov?
Whatever,
Melio
that
is the
fucking
gravedigger's
boy.
name?
Yes.
Melio.
follow the boy.
Okay, I think we
Okay.
should
If
split
you
up
have
into a
time
couple groups.
or whatever.
So
He's a
we've
man.
got.
Just in case he like.
So what things
does
do we
have
want
the
to do? Do we want to send some people after Yeska and some people after Muliov?
Oh, shit, we need a sign. We need a way to contact each other if he is the person. Let's meet...
Octavio,
I-
who's just been standing next to your huddle.
Oh, hi, Octavio. Do
it's
you have
just
an
like-
idea?
Well, I do not condone stalking small children, as
Hey.
that's not very nice.
It's okay. I won't.
We could continue
Strawberry,
the
let's go.
tour if you'd like. Otherwise, I feel as if you could just ask the poor boy instead of stalking him.
Oh, we should try that.
We are asking.
Go ask
Okay.
We're asking Yeska
Wait,
if he
no.
told
So
anyone.
in Valaki,
Yeah, I
our
don't know why
missions
we didn't
are
Then we
ask
can
the
do
grave
Zone
digger.
of
rescue
Truth.
Irina
Oh my
back
god.
from and murder the Burgermeister and rescue Irina
We
back.
haven't decided we're gonna murder the Burgermeister.
We haven't.
We were gonna
No.
kidnap him.
You were
That's what
asked-
my
Guys,
plan
this...
Is
are you
Irina
gone?
back at Strahd's?
No.
Oh, no, Irina's locked somewhere in the Burgermeister's mansion.
We are wasting time.
Okay,
I think we
okay.
should focus on.
Why did the Burgermeister grab Irina again?
We don't
We don't
know.
No, he didn't.
Can we do
Next
things
one.
one
His
thing
henchman
at a
Isaac
time,
did.
dude?
Okay, so his henchman came and took Irina. We don't know why. And who wants us to kill the Burgermeister?
Lady Fiona watched her.
Who is
Yeah, she
horny
did.
for Strahd?
Because she wants Strahd to reign supreme.
That's a bit stressed. She loves her husband very, very much.
She has a
She's
husband.
horny
Her
for
husband's
Strahd.
Yes, her
Okay,
husband is dead.
dead.
Sorry,
We should
she
talk to her
is.
about that.
She's really into Strahd's teachings.
Oh.
She did.
Sorry.
You're right. Also.
It's a bit Kool-Aid.
Fucking whistle. She did like a book club meeting in her basement where she like chanted in.
Infernal.
Yep. Which I know.
Which I know too.
Which he knows too. And it was really bad, and I was like, dude, I could totally do that better than you.
And so did I.
And so did he. And she was like,
I'm
you
here
can't
too.
see the book. And I was like,
What up, bitch?
Anyway,
What
so
a bitch.
she was doing some sort of cult thing for Strahd. She's the
oh
leader
yeah,
of
and
some
coins
cult
came out of the
Strahd.
ground.
Did she offer us a reward for killing the Burgermeister?
No.
Or
Nope.
did she just request that we do?
Nah, and she
She
flipped out
requested-
when I
she was
called
the hero last
Strahd
time.
like a dick,
Right, but
so...
now, today.
Okay. So I think. So we want to retrieve the bones simply to do something nice for the pasture and keep the people in the city safe. So it's
Yes.
just the right
Yeah.
thing to do.
Or we could use them for ourselves.
I can
Or that.
add them to my
Maybe we
collection,
could keep,
collection
like,
of
the
rib cages
skull.
as musical instruments.
Oh.
That's an option.
You're fucking right.
We could
We're
put
doing
them
that
at Strahd's
instead.
place.
Wait, why is that
Wait,
an
wait,
actual option?
wait.
I was
Hey,
being
hey,
sarcastic.
you Octavio.
Do you guys want to
I'd
go
need more
ask
bones, you
Yeska
might
about
as
the
well.
bones?
Yeah,
Okay,
I-
split up. You ask Yeska, I'll go
Wait,
talk to the
wait,
priest again.
wait. Say
I need
like,
to
say we
get
dig
hold
a
of
pile
it.
of
We are also on a
bones
tour.
because of
Somebody
like
with
the thing
better
I have with
persuasion
using rib
should
cages
probably
as
talk
musical
to
instrument.
Yeska.
Can I
He
like
can go.
incorporate that
He can
somehow?
go.
You'd use them as the batons or the drumsticks.
Well,
Just
no.
get more bones.
Can you go talk to Yeska about the possibly stealing the bones and then?
No, that's
Oh, yeah.
Can you
Mulejov.
go-
Hey,
No, he's talking
No.
to Mulejov.
Why?
Because he's who we think stole the
He's
Going
the
bones.
back
grave
out in
digger.
the yard?
You guys are standing out in the yard. You're standing in front of the entrance.
I said we will go inside the church.
There's like enough distance.
Okay.
So
I'm going to go talk to the priest.
I'm still getting names mixed up.
we
Bye.
still need to talk to
There's two people.
Miliov, and we need to talk to Yeska. So let's just talk to both.
Who would
of them.
like to go talk to Yeska and or Father Lucian?
Bill Cosby.
Anyone besides Carrion?
I'm in.
I'll
We'll
go with
go
her.
with-
I'll go
Why
with her.
Okay, I'll stay with the rest of the
I
group.
have
Okay.
We
zero
got 3 people
charisma,
on it.
so
Carrion.
He's a
Audra,
bard.
Negative
Leo,
one.
Wait, am I going with you guys? Or
No,
No.
you're talking to
You're talking to the grave digger.
You're talking to Mulejov.
Okay.
I'll go with you to talk to Miliov.
Okay.
I won't do anything, but I'll stand there.
Okay.
Moral
Excellent.
support.
Yeah.
Those of you heading inside to talk to Yeska, as you walk back inside, you notice there's a small like wooden door towards the back of the church, away from the altar. That's been like now open, and you can hear like exchange of words from inside. And as you wander over, you see Father Lucian talking to a very like young-faced boy who is wearing similar like dirty white robes, and he's kind of like trying to brush off some of it as he's like rubbing the sleep from his eyes.
Who's that?
That
Probably
is,
Yeska.
Probably Yeska.
Yeska.
Yes,
Okay,
guys.
before we reach him, can I cast guidance on Erin to give her a D4 to add to a number roll to one ability check of her choice
Sure.
for the next minute?
talk fast.
We're
A
gonna need you
D4?
some hella charisma.
I'm gonna fucking run over and be like, "Good morning."
Are we sure we want to waste this
You're not
on
here.
Yeska?
It's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
you're not
Don't
here.
worry.
Okay.
I'm not run. I'm going to briskly walk over and be like, "Father Lucian, I presume this is Yeska. We would like to ask some questions."
They nod.
Good morning. Father Lucian told us that the bones have gone missing from under the church. Do you know if you told anyone that could have taken them?
Yeska gets a little more pale. Looking at the young boy, you probably couldn't guess that someone could get more pale,
Sure.
but he does. His face goes to a bit of red and then fades back out again.
That seems like a yeah.
Hold on. So,
He's looking very distraught and pale. Like, he looks like he's about
Okay.
to faint.
who was it? We need to find the bones so that the town can be safe again.
I didn't take them. They've been keeping everyone safe.
Who did you tell, though?
Just Emilio. He seemed scared.
Sprint out to Melio.
You're not there!
You're outside.
You're
But I'm
already
right here.
Metagame. Bad.
Those of us
Be quiet.
outside with Emilio and Rictavio.
You don't know that.
Rictavio is standing there waiting for someone to do something and or let him continue his tour.
Hey, Octavio. Let's just me and you do the tour. Nobody else wants to go.
Okay, how about you go talk to Meliov, and then we can continue the tour.
Okay.
You're Mr. Charisma.
Yeah.
Go ask him.
Okay.
I
Zone of
didn't roll
truth him if you
charisma
need
at
to.
all.
Wait, just ask him about the bones. Okay, is there any like negative thing of like asking
Positive
without zone of truth
questions.
first and then?
No.
Not
Okay.
an
Nope.
insulter.
Okay. So is he like?
He's
Okay.
standing there, tending to the flowers around the graves.
Okay, so I'll just ask him in a really casual manner, like not where I'm like trying to be like you did it, but like I'll ask like, hey, so do you know anything else about who might have stole the bones?
And he'll just look at you. What bones? There are a lot of bones here.
The bones on the
Also, he may not know if they're stolen.
I'll give him points for that.
He's a baller.
Okay.
Can I come outside?
No.
No,
Not
we're
yet.
inside
It takes
it.
some time.
Okay.
That was like a
This
30
is
second
tandem.
discussion.
Yeah, this is tandem. It takes like 30 seconds at least to walk it. Continue, Paul.
The bones that are underneath the church that keep like what was it, like holy grounds? That
The bones of St. Andrew.
the bones of Saint Andrew.
She is outside, so.
I know.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Insight
Are we gonna
check.
bother casting Zone of Truth on him?
Insight check.
Okay.
Insight check.
Yeah.
Or we can roll an
Not
insight
yet.
check.
Okay. Now what I
I have +2.
okay, so like how does the persuasion or like insight? I'm still like.
If you want to make a persuasion check, just like you could ask him a question and then like roll.
I rolled
You
a
could
14 for
intimidate him?
insight.
What?
I rolled a 14 for insight.
Cool. Come back to that. So for like persuasion, deception, and intimidation, if you want to make a social interaction with a character that is like to get something from them, that isn't just a simple like if you want to ask a hyper specific question, or like have them do something, and so like I will just call out the one that I feel is most like what it is and have you make that roll.
Okay. I'll ask him. Are you sure that there's nothing that we should be accusatory of you of? And I'll do a persuasion check. On
Sure.
that. Okay, and that's.
That was I'm sorry, but we should phrase it differently.
I'm not good at this.
But your
Learning
character
is a good
is.
experience.
Yeah,
No.
no.
Yes, I know.
You're doing fine.
Maybe we should ask something more along the lines.
Please roll, Spencer.
Just
Okay.
roll.
We are encouraging a
Say
positive,
what
fun environment here.
That was a weird roll. 17, and then
Oh, damn.
yeah, then +6. So.
Damn. Okay, we can use your
Doesn't matter
question.
what you say.
Oh.
matter how you
Did you do something, you
He
little?
kind of like taps his boots with the shovel for a second and is just like, look, I have younger siblings to feed.
Oh, fuck.
Whether
This
or
is
not
exactly what I thought.
I
you
have to
had.
do what I
Shut up.
must to feed them is less of my problem in this world. I suggest you go pay a visit to the coffin maker,
Okay.
and he'll leave it at that and walk away.
Alright, can I come outside now?
You're
Oh,
probably
stop.
about time for you to be able to come outside.
I
So that was
will
also
go
about
away.
30 seconds.
Alright, I'm gonna
Yeah.
fucking sprint out the door
I'm
and
gonna-
after him.
I will follow.
As
No,
fast as
it's-
human tieflingly possible.
You almost run into him as he stops in front of a grave to bend over and start like tending the flowers.
You should hump him.
No!
That is a small boy.
I thought I was gonna topple him into like an open grave, and that would have been way worse. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I'm going to deftly dodge out of the way before I smash into him because
Dexterity save, please.
Oh no.
You gave him ideas.
Okay, we're good.
Dexterity is just plain.
Yeah, what's your dex modifier?
Straight dex. 18.
Yeah, it's fine. You like hit the ground, roll away, and stand back up, dust yourself off.
Good
Pretend,
ninja roll
pretend
actions.
you didn't hit the ground at all. Fluff your hair.
Emilio. Yeska tells me you were the only one he told about the bones. Who did you sell them to?
I already told
That's
your friend.
metagaming.
I
The
have a job
coffin?
to attend to.
The coffin maker?
You would know that, but yeah.
Fuck. I'm just gonna pretend I was mid-stride.
Sure.
And as he walked away, whatever. I'm
Fair
sorry, no one else can ask questions.
Should we go back to the tour guide and say we would like to meet the
Coffin maker.
coffin maker?
How about this? I'm gonna
I
give.
agree.
Hold on! I'm gonna give him a gold piece and say, this is for your siblings. I hope you have a good day. Sorry to bother you.
He'll look at it and just be like, thank you.
Yeah, you're
Me-
always flexing.
How did you know that that he had siblings?
She did
Because
it.
I'm
It's
that
assumed
bitch.
everyone has siblings
Sorry.
in this world.
Yeah, everyone has siblings.
In this world. Not
Hey,
real life.
Carrie.
Let's
He has
pull out.
siblings.
Rictavio and Rowan are already like halfway down the like back onto the street, and so you guys just have to like kind of like
Yeah, we're
speed
gonna-
walk, like jog to catch up.
I'm gonna speed walk.
Mama
Um,
walk because I'm like 7 feet
And you
tall.
you turn right off of the main road down a tiny little winding road that like hooks and turns and goes outside of a nice little like there's several glass windows on the first story of this house, and Rictavio's like, I'm sorry, we have to stop here, and claps his hands and
Yes.
walks inside.
Fuck yeah.
And you guys notice standing
You
outside
didn't get the
that
whole
there is
water
a
from the priest.
Oh, yeah.
wooden
Stop there.
sign shaped like a rocking horse
Okay.
with
We
a
can
bee
come back.
engraved on it, and
With
then
what engraved?
A bee.
a bee.
Oh, okay.
And then in the dirty,
The
like,
collar.
kind of smudged up glass, there are bunches and bunches of old toys
Woo.
and like
Ooh.
hanging things that like dangle. And there's a
puppet?
puppets and like
Carry
other
that.
things like there's some like dolls, like there's just some like toys hanging from
So
string
it's
too.
A nice toy store.
Oh,
Or
like
it's
a
broken down
yo-yo?
toy
I'm
store.
thinking of toys.
And there's
and
a
street.
large sign painted on the back side of the window that reads, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
Wait,
That's what the
that's
doll is
important.
from.
And Rictavio has already swung open the door and walked in.
That's what. What's
Wait,
her
do
name?
we have a
That's what
doll?
That's,
Mary's daughter's doll. It's from this store.
Okay.
Is
So-
no fun, is
Is
no
no Blinsky.
Blinsky.
But listen. Blinsky is the maker's name, clearly. The B for Blinsky, not
It's
Baller.
no fun.
Rips.
It's
Yep.
no Blinsky.
Okay. Walk
Blinsky better
in.
be fun.
And there's a very large, pudgy man with a goatee and mustache, with a monkey and a tutu on his shoulder.
Hell
that is
yeah.
currently hugging Rictavio. And
Best
then,
NPC.
Is that your monkey?
and then seeing you walk in, he's like, he lets go of Rictavio, kind of pushes him gently to the side, and then bows and says, "Welcome, friends, to the house of Blinsky, where happiness and smiles can be bought at bargain prices. Perhaps you know of a little child need of joy, little toy for little girl or boy?" And like shrugs
That was
and
so
like
cute.
curtsies.
That's great.
love it.
And then the monkey on his shoulder starts clapping, and like
That's
then crawls
cute.
down on his other shoulder.
Wait,
What did
I
he
know
say?
the monkey's name.
What did he
Toy,
say?
the toy store.
Okay.
What's the monkey's name again?
This is Piccolo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my
Can
god,
I
that's
see your monkey?
adorable.
Can he play Piccolo?
Piccolo will jump from him to you, like hearing his name.
Monkey.
Oh my
And
God.
Piccolo kind of like crawls on your head and is just like playing your head like a drum.
Right
Um,
thing,
It's an
1-800.
inner bard.
Blinsky is
Roll
wearing a
Constitution.
jester's outfit that is blue and green, by the way.
Wait, did you say the windows were smashed out or did
The
I-
windows are like smudged and like darkened.
Yeah.
The only light coming here are from like two kind of like oil lamps hanging from the ceiling, And there's shelves lining the walls of all sorts of toys.
Mm-hmm.
Why is your shop so dark, sir?
It's the day. The windows lit in light.
Because it is expensive.
But they're not.
So,
The children see the toys just fine.
That's true. You're right.
what is the woman's name?
Mary, I think. Let me tell
What's
you.
her last
She's
name?
just a lady.
Mary Bovmere.
Well,
Who
I
is
think.
that?
Both mirror.
Yeah.
I think it was Mary Bovmere. That's what I wrote down. I wrote Mary,
But
and then I wrote in
her up.
parentheses Bovmere.
Oh, her.
So I think I was telling myself that was her last name, but no, Mary Bovmere was the woman whose daughter.
I scooped up
The first
I
person
scooped
we
her
met.
up and brought her to the tavern.
Her daughter Gertruda was taken, and somebody must have bought, maybe Mary did, but somebody must have bought Gertruda a doll from this specific store. So it's possible that he has met Mary Bovmere or Gertruda or a family member of them
Oh, okay.
at some point.
because I thought it was the weird, like, family in this
Fiona?
town.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was that daughter's. I
It's
mixed up the
not,
daughters.
but I
Never
was
mind.
also
Never mind.
confused.
That's where I was going with that.
Sir Blinsky, do you often, or do you ever ship toys out to different towns, or does everybody who gets to see your nice toys have to come directly to the shop?
Occasionally, some people buy multiple toys and take them to spread the joy to all the little children of Barovia.
He's literally so cute. I love him. Can I marry him?
I mean, you
Are
could
you a
try.
dragon
Can I
boy?
please try?
We don't have time for this
You might
shit.
need a
We
little
have to
bit more
kill a
persuasion.
vampire.
Can I please at least try?
No.
We don't care about this toy.
Hit on him.
I would like to hit on him.
What do you say to him?
Or
I'm
at
gonna
least say a
straight
very
up
nice
walk
compliment
out
to
of
This
him.
is a short,
The best
pudgy
thing.
man
You're
trying
a
to deal with a
wonderful.
dragon.
You seem like a wonderful human. I would love to get a drink with you sometime and discuss joy making. I rolled a 5. I take it back.
Plus?
5 plus what?
Your charisma. Or
Charisma. My
persuasion.
charisma's a 0. Or wait, what am I
You
other
have,
options?
Yeah, that's just awkward.
I
Persuasion.
just fucked this man in front of you, Mackenzie.
You should have paid me to ask for you.
I'm gonna cry.
And he's just very happy that someone else is big on the plan of, like, spreading joy.
Oh, thank God.
Merrymaking is a very fun thing.
Ooh.
The Burgermeister is very apt in thinking that if we can spread joy to all of Valaki, we can escape the devil.
That's nice of him.
All of the little children need toys. And he'll, like, spin around and gesture to all of the toys.
Is
Yeah.
the Burgermeister a large buyer of
ooh.
your toys, sir?
He did buy one or two for his little boy
Something actually unique about that. Actually,
many years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He is his henchman Ezek stops by weekly
Okay, Isaac
to buy dolls.
Ezek is the one who
Creepy guy who stole Irina.
Irina, and he stops by weekly to buy toys.
Yes, he
How
hasn't
old
come
is-
by today to pick up his toy.
How old is Ezek?
Oh, he did.
Wait, is
He
he-
No,
already
he
stopped by.
hasn't.
Oh.
He hasn't stopped by
Is he
yet.
gonna stop by?
Yes.
How old is
I'd
Ezek?
like to ask the store owner,
Ezek
like,
is the
is there
henchman
anything
that
special
stole Irene.
unique
No,
about
how
his
old is
toys
he?
that, like,
He's a man.
I guess, like, adds this importance to the toys? Other, like what, like, sets his toys apart?
Every week he asks me to make the same doll, and sometimes he has changes he thinks needs to be made.
Okay.
Would you like to see it?
I would love
Yes.
And he will wander back and pull out this doll, and it takes you no less than a moment
Oh God.
to realize the
It's
likeness
Irina.
is a direct likeness to Irina.
Oh.
Her exact shade of
What?
hair color, her exact skin
Irina?
color.
I
That's-
love it.
This is
The
so
Burgermeister-
creepy.
This one
It's
currently
other
is wearing a
town's
nice,
daughter.
like, red
No.
wedding gown.
Ugh.
Wait,
That's-
It's very pretty.
I bet.
It's got cute little button eyes.
Oh my God.
I have cute little
If any of us made a noise, I'd like to apologize on behalf. It's a
Okay.
very beautiful making doll. We just
Yes, they
are
are.
admiring her likeness to someone we know.
Wait, it doesn't look
Oh.
at all.
Yeah.
Oh,
My sister
You're an elf.
Mine.
Make
Mom.
a
Could be
persuasion
adopted.
check to see
Adopted.
if
That is
he
D20.
believes you.
Oh shit.
Roll it.
At least I didn't say it was my sister.
Big
Roll a
number,
one.
big money, big money.
4.
Friends.
It's charisma.
Suspicion.
0.
Yeah, he's just like, no, that is cruel, Joe.
Oh.
It looks like our friend that was stolen by Isaac.
Ezek happened to our friend in some way. Looks very much like your doll, and he has taken her.
Well, he did pay in advance, so if you need to go visit him and your friend, you could take him the doll.
That would be a great
Ooh.
idea. Thank you very much.
And he will give you the doll,
Me?
Mackenzie,
Why?
because you were so happy intent about like
I just love
spreading
the
cheer.
toys.
She's also got like the most HP, so that's a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Do
I
you?
only have 31.
Jerry now
She
has
does not have the most.
No.
HP.
He
I
has
thought
the
she had.
most.
I thought
I'm
she,
still
I have 31
outside
hits 40,
fucking
but
around.
I still want the
35.
doll though.
Down the road there
Wait,
are
wait,
two
wait.
guards posted outside of the Burgermeister's house.
Ooh.
May
Can
I
go
Like we're not the
slink
best
over
people
and
to
talk to
deliver
them?
this to them.
May I ask what's his name? One more question before we leave.
Yes.
How much would it cost to buy just a nice little rag doll?
He like asks you take a look to take a look, and as you wander around the shelves looking for one, there's a headless doll. You like the first thing you find is a headless doll with
I
like
was
made
gonna
of
throw it
sackcloth.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a little bag tied to like around the waist of the dress that's on this one, and inside the bag is the head of the doll.
Oh.
There's a miniature gallows, complete with a trap door and a tiny little like wooden hanged man
I like it a lot.
that you can like bolt the arms and legs and
Oh,
the head
so you
onto
make
the
it like a
body, so you
fake
can like play
hangman.
hangman.
Ooh,
Yeah,
weird.
there is.
Creepy.
So there's a line of wooden nesting dolls, and as it goes from like the big one is like a very young girl, very joyful, and as it gets like down towards the middle, she definitely has like laugh wrinkles and like
That's kinda
paler
nice.
skin, some like liver
I thought
spots,
you
and as you get
played
to the
the
bottom,
Jones
the tiny
and
one is just a little
Princeton.
mummified.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
like
adorable,
corpse.
but kind of
That's
weird.
There's lots of bats hanging from the ceiling on strings.
Like Halloween
They're very
stuff.
fuzzy and like leathery
Mm-hmm.
when they kind of brush up against you. As you like,
Fuzzy and
looking.
leathery.
bat
leathery.
dolls.
Okay.
It's very authentic.
Very
Very
authentic.
real.
Okay.
There is a large ventriloquist dummy with two razor sharp fangs and like blood red eyes sitting on a chair.
I'm here. I got a piece.
And then you find a tiny, cute little rag doll pushed back in the corner with two big button eyes, yellow like cord hair,
Mm-hmm. How much is the cute little rag doll?
9 copper.
9 copper. How many 9 coppers are in 1 gold coin?
100.
Oh,
I think 100 coppers
100?
and 1 gold.
I
Like
would
100,
like
yeah.
to buy.
So you'd have
The
like
doll.
1 copper and 9 silver.
Okay, 1 copper and 9 silver.
It was your change.
Okay, 50 gold, 1 copper, 9 silver, and 1 cute rag doll.
Do any of the dolls that we've seen look anything like the specific doll that Mary's daughter had?
No. There's a couple ones that are similar, especially the one that Jerry just picked up.
Oh God,
What?
Alex.
A lot of these have a distinct morbid
It's
nature to
dead.
them, for lack of a better
Oh.
word.
Okay.
Hey guys, it's nice to meet
You're a
you.
baby, Max.
Hey, I lived with it for 1 year. I'm not dealing with that shit again.
We're living life. Can you please show me some of your favorite toys that you've created lately, Mr. Blinsky?
He will lead you over to the large ventriloquist dummy
Mm-hmm.
and say, I made this one in the likeness of the devil. I think the children would love this one. They get to pretend that they are the devil.
Is Mr.
Or maybe this one, and it'll lead you over to a
That's
wind-up,
Moving fast.
to a wind-up merry-go-round with
I had a
figures
feeling
of
this was gonna-
snarling wolves chasing children around
Mhm.
on prancing horses. So the
Very
chil-
German.
Yeah.
Sounds Russian, but
and
Yeah.
The accent.
then he's just like,
Truly.
the sad thing is none of these compare to the man that I want to aspire to be. There's an ancient toy maker about the time that the devil took over Barovia,
Mm-hmm.
who it's said that made a clockwork man
Mm-hmm.
that roams about Castle Ravenloft.
Well, that's cool. That's cool.
If you ever happen to find it, I would love if you could bring it to me. I would be ever so grateful.
About how big is it?
Man size.
This is how I'm gonna win his hand.
It is a literal wooden man.
That's man size.
Oh, so
It is
your
the size of a
donkey
small
can carry it
child.
and
Yeah.
pull it. Okay.
The stories say that it was
Size of small child?
an exact replica of Strahd's fool at the time.
His what?
Strahd's fool,
Jester.
Okay.
man of merrymaking.
If you know what I mean, Rachel.
That's not even mine.
Dear Lord, Alex.
Please take the needle out of your beard, Alex. Thank you. It is making me uncomfortable.
That's fair.
Alex feels
Okay.
like, oh,
This-
Nothing happened to your needle, Aaron.
Leomare. The
My
Piccolo
fucking
jumps
what?
from you.
Your needle.
Leomare.
What?
Piccolo jumps from you over to Rotavia, and
Oh.
Rotavia hugs the monkey.
Bye, monkey.
Mhm.
Bye, Piccolo.
Okay.
And then the monkey kind of crawls up on Rotavio and
we're
then like straightens
still
out
in
his
there,
like
though?
tutu.
Yeah.
Are there any other? I'm not asking him. I'm asking you. Are there any other nice toys in here? May I make a check?
Make a perception check.
Make a perception check.
What are these toys gonna
14 plus 2, so 16.
As you kind of make one more quick loop around the
Are you
store,
going home?
you
No,
find
I just said
one.
loop with
You find a
Alex.
nice little
Oh.
like
Did you fart?
oh yeah.
mirror that's kind of embroidered with like a painting. So it's got a girl
That's a good one. I'll give
Mhm.
it
standing at the
6.
top
Mm-hmm.
of this like hand mirror, and then down the sides are wolves with their tails lit on fire.
Oh,
Oh.
That's fucking weird.
Wait,
that's
I like
really
that
interesting.
That's kind of cool.
I don't think I want to buy it.
Otherwise, there is another tiny ragdoll that's it's very small, and it
Mhm.
looks like it's a ragdoll designed for a ragdoll to
Sounds
play
like
with.
House on a Rock.
Like it's a doll for a
Museum at
doll.
House on a Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Dollception.
I don't
So it's Dollception. How much is the littler ragdoll?
5 copper.
5 copper? I'm gonna buy the other ragdoll as well.
Rip off.
Can I inquire as to
Yeah.
the origin of the
You
wolves
want
with
it
their
Toys R
tails
Us.
lit on fire
Oh,
item?
wait.
Oh, it's an old Vistani legend.
No.
Tell more, please.
One of
45 gold.
well,
Did you say it was 5
so-
gold?
Yeah.
5
5
copper.
copper. Okay, so
45.
45. Wait, what?
When so the Vistani are not allowed in town
Hmm.
because they're Vistani,
Yeah.
as everyone knows,
Garbage.
Vistani are evil.
Of course.
Racist.
How many coppers are in a silver?
10.
Thank you.
It's 10 then 10, and then Electrum is
We don't
5
know.
silvers.
Okay, I'm doing
But-
some math to figure out how much money I have left. Thank you.
Wait, hold on.
You
I think that's right.
No,
yeah.
I think I'm okay.
Electrum's half a
Okay.
gold.
Wait.
Oh.
11.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot my
Yeah.
fidget spinner.
Electrum's half
speaker.
gold. Platinum is 50 gold.
Don't judge me.
I think.
Bigfoot. Oh,
I
I don't know, it's
Six
weird.
copper,
The
8
metrics
silver.
are wrong.
It just dropped.
Yeah,
Hey.
barefoot.
This is America. We don't use the metric system.
Wait, I thought that this was what's this place
Well,
called?
then at least use
Barovia.
the right system.
Barovia.
I
Thought this
what
was
is it,
Barovia.
Okay, so-
Mm.
Okay, I think I'm.
Good.
Thank you for letting
It's
me.
an old Vistani
visit
tale
I see.
that I heard from
No.
my good
Tale?
friend Rictavio, actually.
I will ask him later.
Thank you for letting us.
Rictavio
hear
was
your
like, I heard it
stories,
from the caravan parked outside of the town.
Ooh,
They live with some other elves, just like yourselves,
that's
Ooh,
away
good
to the
rhyme.
west of here.
Be curious.
We'll
I'll
catch
have
you
If you
up.
aren't afraid to visit with them.
So
Of
I
course,
have
of
the
course.
Irina
Shall we
doll.
continue the tour now?
Yes.
Yeah, let's.
He'll pet
I'm not
Piccolo
in
on the
that.
head, and Piccolo will jump off and like scuttle around in the shelves between some of the toys before jumping back on top of Blinsky's hat.
Goodbye,
And
Mr.
then play with-
Blinsky. It's
play
been a
with Bud.
pleasure.
Goodbye, Piccolo.
The bells. So the next stop,
Can I flirt with the guards?
did you want to?
Yeah.
So you saunter on over. Well, this is well, everyone's in the
Other
store.
sex scenes
Do you
in
have
this
like a
game?
goal, or is this
You
Yeah.
saunter on over to
Oh.
It's not my choice though.
Oh.
down to
Do you have like a goal in mind, or is this just for the hell of it?
I'm just
the house,
looking
and there are
around,
two
I'm bored.
guards. One of which you
Information.
recognize was the one who stabbed you and knocked you unconscious the other day.
Oof.
All right, so I'm gonna take a left
turned
before
on
I
by
get
that.
to the house.
So a left would walk you right into another house. This is like the road from Blinsky's shop
So I
to
take
the
a left on
Burgersmaker's
the.
house.
Wait.
So you do a U-turn.
Yeah.
and
Turn
walk
right the fuck
right
around.
back to watch your friends
But I'm not going inside.
mess around.
Is there anyone else on the street?
Not really.
It's just them. Are there more shops around?
No.
No. All right. Fuck it. I'll sit.
Oh,
on
wait.
the- I'll
Most
sit
of the
on
windows are
Wait,
boarded
for
so
closed.
the people that we were in
experience.
previous battles from, would I be able to talk to them without them knowing who I was? Because I
I'm
wasn't.
for equality's sake. I'm going to go with no.
Oh.
We
darn.
assumed they were
It's-
fighting
it's
in the
okay.
battle.
Yes.
Okay.
Pocket
So-
dimension means I decide what happens to you in pocket dimension.
Okay.
That's what
So
happens.
you missed. She's trying to flirt with the guard.
Nope.
Nope.
She backed out like a smart
I did
person.
not try to split with the guard because
Yeah,
it
I
was
was
the
like,
guy
that's
who
a
tried
terrible
to stab me.
idea.
Who did stab you?
But what if
Wait,
you,
you
rolled
almost
like
died.
a nat 20
Literally or
with like
sexually?
plus 4 and you got like a 14
But I'm
or
like
24?
a giant purple demon, so like that's pretty
Like Barney demon. Like Barney.
sexy and noticeable.
Barney the Demon is my favorite childhood character.
Barney the demon.
Barney the Demon.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
just
that is.
picturing Barney. You're a
Yeah.
giant Barney person.
No, I have like horns.
I
With
believe
horns.
the executive decided tail as well.
Yeah.
Next stop,
So I do look like
Rictavio will
Barney.
lead you towards the Burgermeister's house down the street. And he
I'm gonna
will
walk on,
he will
like,
stop
the
and
outside.
like say hello to the guards before turning you. He will like mention to the guards like, "Yes, I met these nice folks at the inn last night. They came in earlier yesterday. I believe through the north gate." And apologize, like, they'll probably mention something about a kerfuffle. And he'll like, "Oh, that's terrible. Send my condolences to the Burgermeister." And then he will say the phrase, "All will be well," to the guards, and they'll just kind of like give him like a grunt and just like, "Oh, no." And then Rictavio will be like, "And this is the great Burgermeister's house."
Beautiful.
And we continue on.
beautiful, beautiful.
Wait,
Okay,
Do we have the? Are we
so
supposed to deliver that thing to Isaac?
The
or
toy
do
is
we not
supposed
have
the
that?
Isaac or
Isaac.
Isaac.
Can you
Sorry,
fill me in on that?
Isaac is at the Burgermeister's house, correct?
Most of the time.
We assume
Okay, so may I say to the guards
that we have a special delivery.
I have a special delivery. I have a delivery from Blinsky that he wanted me to personally deliver to Isaac.
And the guard will look at you and like stare at you for a bit and then just be like, "Fine, I will go get Isaac. He has locked himself in his bedroom since yesterday."
That's
Ew.
terrible. Maybe his
Ew.
toy will make him feel better.
Perhaps.
I think we all know what's making him feel good.
And
Can we follow her, or is
Yeah,
that like?
No.
you just,
No.
the other guard will like, if you try to, will like turn
we should,
like the spear.
Am I allowed to go into the
distract
gates,
them.
or is he summoning Isaac to us?
There, you probably can stand like. There's not a ton of like fencing around
Oh,
the
fuck,
Burgermeister's
we have
house.
to go
It's just
get
like
her.
grass, and then the Burgermeister does. There's a normal house on either side of it.
Are you gonna chop me
I would like to.
Wait, so there's one guard now because one went and got. Ethan.
There is one guard standing outside, but you don't have to worry much because like coming down the stairs as the guard like goes up the stairs is a very thin woman
Oh.
who has kind of like a broken smile on her face, and seeing you standing outside the door is just she just like squeals with delight and is like, "Come in, come in, come in.
Oh.
You're here to help with building the Wicker Sun, aren't you?"
Yes,
of
ma'am.
course.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yes, ma'am.
All of us.
Fantastic.
The
so
Wicker
glad
Sun?
you came
Yes.
out. These
Yes,
guards
they
weren't
are
going to
having
let us
a
in.
festival. You guys missed
Oh
it.
yes, we're having a festival
There's a festival.
tomorrow.
A festival.
A festival.
The festival
king
of
is
the
having-
rising
no.
sun.
Okay, so
Thank you.
there is a wicker sun that they burn at the festival to worship the
How is this
sun
unclear?
father.
Let's go
That is
inside.
just
The Morning
beautiful.
Lord.
Morning
I am-
Lord.
I
Close
am
enough. Sun
would
Father
be-
is about the
It would
same.
be my pleasure to
Daddy's
help.
son.
Potato, potato.
Daddy light.
Okay, guys.
Daddy light, mother night.
Yeah,
Right.
that's actually
Oh,
pretty
guys.
good.
Guys, focus.
In your mouth. In your.
And she will lead you in
Put
Yes,
that in
me.
your mouth.
to a hall filled with framed portraits.
Okay. Guys, shut up.
Yeah, I'll just take one.
Sorry.
Can you pass the like wafer crackers in silence?
Thanks.
Oh, my bad.
Thank you.
Hall of Portraits.
Hall of portraits, and there's bundles of twigs like
Okay.
pushed against every single wall. And she leads you down about midway down this hall on top of a large, like ornate fuzzy rug. And then she'll swing open a door into a kitchen with a long table that's covered with twigs, and there's already two other women that have kind of very disheveled, kind of patched up clothing that are sitting there trying to twine some of the twigs together. And she'll just be like, sit. I have the servants making lunch for us all. We're going to have roast goose
Ooh.
Yes.
and
Thank
wolf
you
giblets.
so much, man.
Ooh.
Giblets.
Oh,
And
yes.
she'll
Yes, Danny.
just be, isn't it great that my husband is putting on another festival after the wolf
Oh,
jamboree?
okay, so this is the lady of the house.
Yes, ma'am, it's
Yes,
wonderful.
that is cool.
Please sit, help. Make the sun.
We are so
How
happy
are-
to be here.
Okay, so how are we going to ask her her name if she thinks we know her?
Oh,
Yo, what's your
wait.
name again?
She's Mrs. Burgermeister.
My lady, I am to deliver something specially from Blinsky to Isvik. Do you know where he is that I might go give it to him?
And she kind of just like swallows kind of like a little bit of a
Oof.
vomit, and then immediately goes back to smiling. It's like, Isaac has locked himself inside of his room. It is slightly concerning to my husband.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps I could go get my husband, and then he might be able to deliver to Isaac.
I would love to do that, but Sir
He's just
Blinsky-
upstairs in the library. I could take you with
You
me
have
if you'd
to do
like.
this
That
yourself.
would be wonderful. Thank you so much, my lady.
And she will like wrap her arm around your like scaly shoulder and like lead you upstairs.
Wait, where's
Smudger.
Isik's room? Like,
Oh, we don't.
also, are we unaccompanied now? We're just hanging out?
With two
You're
other
hanging
women.
with two other women.
Okay, I'm gonna
And-
go to one of the women.
I still have Smolder.
I'm going to do this first.
'Kay.
She leads you back down towards the entrance, and then like, there's a large, wide staircase that goes up, and then winds up again to like a balcony down, looking down into the main foyer. Around and then over to a small, tiny, thin hallway
Mm-hmm.
where there are 4 doors down, and she kind of like leads you down, and then knocks on.
On which door? Just trying to keep my bearings.
Rachel, did you bring your stuff again?
My what?
Your
Oh,
sword?
it's all in there.
I'll draw the
So
house if we have to start fighting people.
Okay, sounds good. I don't want to fight people. I just want to be nice.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have chosen a character that isn't a Dragonborn warrior.
So she knocks on the door, and she's just like, "My love, I have brought someone who says they are a friend of Isaac,"
Oh shit.
and you can just kind of hear like, "Bring them in." And you walk into, well, you're led, or more or less pushed into a room that is floor to ceiling, shelves covered with books,
Mm-hmm.
no windows, one like a large oil lamp sitting on a central desk,
All right.
which behind is a very stocky looking man wearing full plate armor.
Okay.
There is
What?
a sun
Other stuff.
like raised out of the plate armor.
All right.
He has, you can see like his silk tunic like poking out
Okay.
of the top.
So he's wearing fine clothing.
And then like stroking his kind of greasy beard, he's just like, "Hello, I hear you are a friend of Isaac's.
Hello, Sir
Perhaps you could help
Burgermeister.
aid his sadness.
I will definitely.
For when all is well, all will be well, and we will be free of strife."
I would
Oh.
be more than happy to do anything I can to help. A matter of fact, I have a special delivery from Sir Blinsky that should possibly help to cheer him up.
Ah, yes, Blinsky is one of my greatest supporters for our campaigns of happiness. And then he'll like lean over on the desk and like pet something, like stroke the ground, and you can kind of hear like a dog kind of like grunt when they're happy.
Oh, that's. Oh, I got it now.
Come, let us go get Isaac. And he stands up, and he stands about like your height. He's not very like a very short man.
Wait. You said he stands about my height. I'd like to remind you that I am 6'10".
Okay, no. His wife stands about like near your height, not
Wait, what
all
the
the way.
fuck? Is
His
she a
wife's very
half-breed?
tall. She's very tall, but she is
I
very
think half
thin.
breed is
Okay. Oh, it's a derogatory term. I'm sorry.
Half-breed's a derogatory term.
I'm sorry. I
For
apologize.
Tavio,
I didn't say
who
that
is
out loud.
also down in the foyer, happily like starting to put some wicker together.
Wait, we are in the foyer?
Not in the foyer, in the kitchen.
We're
we
in
are
the
the
kitchen?
we are
Yes,
the people in
you're
the
in
kitchen
kitchen.
with Dinah.
Okay.
So it's what's downstairs? Just the foyer and kitchen
Oh.
and
Some other
Like a
stuff.
living
Probably
room?
something
Sir
else, but we don't really
Burgermeister.
know.
May I pet your dog?
And
That's my job.
you notice that as he stands up, the two, not one, but two mastiffs
Oh,
that
I'm good with animals.
Mhm. stand up next to him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, if they let you, you may pet them.
I very much love animals. I would love to pet
Make
you.
an animal handling check as you go over to the
Motherfucker.
animal.
Okay, I'm good with animals in real life. I actually have +2 animal handling. Okay, great. Ah, fuck, I got a 7.
It's a
Total?
9 total.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the dogs kind of sniffs you, and then like leans in, sniffs you again, and just kind of like glares.
That's okay. They don't have to be in the mood.
You know, people say that animals are a good source of telling if someone is a good person.
That is very true.
No.
At this point, I am going to let the baby dragon that literally has an imprinted on me crawl out of my tunic onto my shoulder and lovingly sniff me because it's my best friend and therefore proving that I actually am very good with animals.
It's not an animal.
I'm gonna flex.
It's not an animal.
What the
Well,
fuck? I thought it was an
Okay,
animal.
okay, I'm sorry,
Well, I
but
mean,
if-
it's
but
a
it-
dragon.
If a baby
Is a dragon not an animal?
Not
Wait, do you
not
have?
in
Did we say you have a
this.
pseudo dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's technically I believe it's fey.
Guys.
Oh,
It's
well.
something or other, but it's not a beast.
Alright,
Oh,
well,
it
it's my
can't be
friend,
one.
so
Yes,
whatever.
it is your friend. And the Burgermeister
Wait, that's what
leads
it
you
is.
right across the
What?
hallway, and then knocks a couple times on a door and says, "Isaac, you have a guest." And from behind the door, you just hear, "Lord Burgermeister, I am not feeling well."
Mm-hmm.
Is Ezek an adult? No, I'm not.
Yes.
Okay, from my friends who actually have met Ezek. Okay.
Yeah, he's like spooky and he has a
Right.
huge, weird arm.
Do not feel as if a guest would make it better with the sickness I have.
My arrow.
Be
back.
insistent.
Sir Burgermeister, I have studied the art of mind sickness, and I believe it would be very beneficial for me to visit Ezek.
Make a persuasion
That was
check.
so sexy.
Guys, I'm the worst person to be doing
Do it, do it!
It's a 14.
Bad.
In total,
Yeah.
I don't think so, right?
do you have no persuasion modifiers?
I have 0
Oh, charisma.
persuasion
Yes.
modifiers.
You are
can I
a fighter.
add performance? May I ask to add performance?
Nope.
Fuck. Alright, well, 14 ain't terrible.
In the Burgermeister, we'll look at you. I've never heard of mind healers before. Even Saint Father Lucian isn't able to do that sort of thing.
It's a dragon skill.
It's a very important part of my culture as a dragonborn. It's a specialty of my clan.
You know, I think I might have read something about that then.
Of course.
Now that you mention it,
Thank you, Facebook.
and
Thanks,
he's just like,
LinkedIn.
Ezek, the person who says they're your friend says they can help you. Please, I am going to open the door. Your sadness
You have
will bring
to
us
rescue
closer to the
Irene.
devil. I'm doing this for your own good. And he pulls out like an iron ring of set of keys and just jams it in the door lock and unlocks it.
And now we have to rescue you from him.
So he's
And
literally
the
a servant?
Baron, his wife, and you enter in
He locked
to
himself
a room, wall to wall,
Oh, no.
dolls.
No!
Exactly like Irene.
That's hot.
Wait, is she
They
lying
have
to me
powder
or
white
what?
skin, auburn hair.
No.
Some of them are dressed beautifully. Some others have dresses. Some are plain. Some of the dolls are just like filling shelves. Others are arranged in neat rows. There's like 3 piled on the bed that Ezek is sitting on in the far corner.
Can you do this?
Yes.
And
We should have had someone go
Yeah,
invisible
why
and
did anyone else
follow.
go?
there's a bunch piled on top of a
No one
long wooden
thought
chest
about it.
pushed against the corner of the door, like
Okay,
wall.
okay.
That's hot.
I can handle this.
And
Okay,
the one thing you can't get over is that it's like there's 1,000 Irenas staring at you. There's not literally 1,000
Why
dolls.
didn't you save
But
me?
so hard.
There's a lot of dolls.
Yes.
She's hiding under a pile.
My exact plan was to ask the ladies who the name of the lady of the
This
house
seems
was,
like a
and
good
then
time to
follow.
switch back to
Yeah.
the
Literally.
basement. Group down in the kitchen.
Okay,
Those
think
of
about
you-
what you want to say.
Rictavio has already picked up some twigs and it's just like, well, as we're here, we might as well help with the slogan, all will be well. And you can kind of hear like one of the guards outside in the hallway just like, oh.
Next time I make a character.
All will be
like
well.
slightly grunt, but like with their eyes. They make
Like
no
roll
visual
their eyes.
sound.
Now
I
you
hear
know.
them grunt with
I'm
their
sorry.
eyes.
Yes. You look at you see like one of the guards standing on the hallway and they're just like, they kind of like when you say that, like there's a bit of like wigged out for a second, then they calm back down. It's like, nope, all will be well. All will be well.
Ooh, this sounds like there is no war in Bossing Say.
Yeah, a little bit. Hey, I go over and talk to one of the ladies who didn't come within us. Be like, good morning. What's your name?
And so there's a young woman and a older woman. Do you have a preference on who you're going to be asking?
Either or both.
Either both?
Yep.
So, as you... One will say that she is Alana, and the other one will say she is Claudvia.
Alex, you're going blind.
Alana and Claudia.
Alana and Claudvia.
You're pregnant? Danny.
That makes me so happy. Okay.
Okay. Good morning. We're actually new to town. This seems like a beautiful festival and such a good task for us on this morning. But I would like to go catch up with my friend. What is the lady of the house's name? And the Burgermeister while we're here.
And they both just look at you with, like, great wide eyes. And Claudia, who's the older one, just says, you should leave.
Oh,
Please
shit.
help. No.
So are we all
You're all, except for Jerry,
Literally?
down here in this kitchen.
You're making more of this than you need to.
I'd like to
I'm talking. You're not with me.
You're all in a room.
What? But I'm not, like, next to them.
They're like, this room is about the length of like 35 feet long, 15 feet wide. It's a very thin, narrow room.
Okay, fine.
Anything you say, everyone else will hear.
Why do you think that we should leave?
The Burgermeister doesn't like it when his wife brings in strangers who don't even know her name.
But if you tell us her
Right,
name,
exactly.
then we'll know it.
Make
Plus,
a persuasion check. You make the persuasion check.
We are here.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
We are here to help.
3.
Plus what?
Not minus. That's 4 minus 1.
Oh!
Okay.
Wait, minus one?
I'm
Yes, I
going
know.
to
Claudia
continue
and Alana
talking.
How?
say you should leave.
That just means they don't trust him.
They don't trust any of you at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to
Way to
continue
go.
talking to them.
Okay.
We're here to help. We are on a quest to defeat Strahd or Barovia.
Then grab some twigs and start twining.
Is,
I'm
Need
gonna
a
just
sun
start
to me.
twining.
All
I'm
will be
just
well.
twining.
is that the
All will be well. And she goes back to twining and ignores you.
action is needing? If they're not going to tell me anything, I'm just going to go out in the hall and be like, "Excuse me, sir, do you know where the restroom is?" And like pretend to be sick.
And he will he will escort you outside and out back
Oh, okay.
to a little garden. There's a tiny little shed, like as a standby.
Can I like
Flashbacks.
make myself puke?
Yeah, you shove your hand down there and like, flick your uvula a few times and just
My
Did
what?
that really happen?
Uvula.
uvula.
It's the thingy that dangles.
It's the
Okay,
sack
well,
in your
I'm
throat.
going to. Don't call it a sack.
That's what it is. It's a dangly sack.
Oh, yes,
Okay,
it
well,
is,
I'm
big
going to
boy.
throw up like right outside the door,
Mhm.
then and not make it to the hut.
Okay.
And be like, "I'm so sorry. Can one of you fucking grasp a
follow.
hold of this situation and go upstairs now? Because the guard's distracted."
Oh.
All right, who's got stealth?
I do. I don't have stealth, but I have invisibility.
I am going to stay with the ladies downstairs.
What's your roll, Ronan?
17.
That is accurate.
So, as you start to go out of the room, Claudia is just like, "Where are you going? Are you sick too? Help make the wicker sun. The faster we do this, the more soup we can eat."
If I help you make that sun, it will end up burning right now because I am on fire.
And she looks at you as like, "Not my problem. Help make this, you young child."
I'm
the look,
like, flip
she has
her
the
off
look
and
of a
turn around.
determined,
Okay, I'm
like,
gonna say,
aunt who's
Ronan,
like,
please go.
"You're not
please,
my child, but you're gonna behave like you're my child."
Oh, I hate those people.
Ronan, please go
I-
check on Carrion. I believe she wasn't feeling well. I
Rowan.
will.
But I know, right? That's Rowan.
What?
Yeah. Rowan and Ronan.
Fuck you guys.
Terrible
Okay.
fucking duo.
Okay, Rowan.
And they look nothing.
All right.
alike.
My friend Rowan is just going to go check on Carrion. I will take his place.
You're already.
Okay.
So you're doing
Just wait.
Sneaking some more.
Mhm. So, roll again, please.
And
With my assistance?
No.
I
Damn
got an
it,
18
okay.
that time.
Good.
Wait, hold on.
You're able to get up
Like
to the
this.
second flight, like up the second flight of stairs. There is a moment where you almost trip over, like step on a single twig that slid out of one of the bundles of twigs in the main foyer. But you like somersault over it and
What?
stop for a second.
Wait,
On an
stairs?
18?
No, not on the stairs. Just in the foyer. Like there are like wall to wall bundles of twigs. Like there's barely enough
You're the
space to
most
walk.
sneaky
Would I
candle
be-
I know.
would I be able
Yeah.
to?
What?
Could
Can we
I
be
roll
somersault
for
in the middle
a
of a bunch of
performance roll,
twigs?
like just as like background music in the kitchen to kind of like
May
add?
the force be with you, Alex.
I feel like that would detract from the stealth.
Why?
But I'm not
Because
stealthing.
You're playing. If you just want to start like a simple tune, and then like
What?
when you hear kind
He's
of a
just,
bit
like-
of a thump, you play louder. Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, make a
yes.
Why
performance
did you
roll.
stop?
Okay.
Thump, thump.
19 plus 6.
Yeah.
Yes.
So your good friend Paul is already striking up some encouraging music for people to like twine twigs with.
I'm gonna hum
And
along.
thankfully for
Can
you,
you put some on?
like when you would
while
have
we're
stepped
here?
on the twig, there was a bit of like a surge in the music, so you're just like, whew, close. And then you sneak up the steps onto a like the walkway upstairs, and
Wait, is he
there
invisible
are
right
large paintings
No.
running
He's
along the
stealth.
whole entire length of the mansion up here. There are framed landscape paintings, and then red silk drapes over every single window. They're all tied back nicely with like yellow painted cords. And you can hear a knocking on a door and someone having a discussion about, Ezek, let us in.
Okay.
Fucking jaws,
And so you
bro.
you listen in as Gary gets led in to Ezek's room.
Are you
And
gonna
so
like
at this
gasp?
point you are right next to an intersection. So like to your right is a 5-foot wide corridor that goes to the other end of the building, and then like ahead there's another like it still goes for a bit too. But you can hear everything that is happening to Jared from where you're at.
To my friends who are not in the pocket dimension, is Isak like the child of the Burgermeister, or is
No,
he just
he's an
just a
adopted
henchman?
henchman.
He's an adopted henchman.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot.
Wait.
Okay, so is he like a surrogate child to them, or is he just like a henchman that
Yeah,
They
he's like
snatched
a
off the
servant,
streets.
pretty
It's
much.
if you ask anyone in town, it's a complicated thing.
okay?
Wait.
So they
Whereas
were-
their own son
Zine dentures. Like,
is not. I don't know. It's like a
Different
weird
one.
situation. They do have a son, but
It's not Ezek.
it's
Okay.
not Ezek.
Good to know.
Wait, they.
They have a son.
Ezek. So you are standing in front of.
Broke
so,
the crazy
sitting on a
girl's
bed.
heart.
Yes.
Remember?
No.
Remember at the
He
Adams
broke-
family home? There's a crazy
Absolutely
girl?
fucking not. What?
The Burgermeister of
I thought that was
Valaki's
Ezek
son
that
was
did that.
betrothed to Lady Watchter's daughter.
Yeah.
And
Well,
he
now I
like
remember that.
absolutely wrecked
And now she's,
Lady
like,
Watchter's
crazy and
daughter,
she calls
and
herself
she's
a cat.
batshit crazy.
Yeah.
She thinks she's a cat.
Yeah.
What? I
We're
thought
gonna
that was
s-
Ezek.
we're gonna
so who's
solve that
No.
problem.
So he turned her into a furry.
Yeah.
Ezek's
Well, yeah.
Return to that.
oh god.
the Burgermeister is like personal henchman
That's
bodyguard. So
Okay.
sitting on this
Oh.
bed is your height man.
Oh
With-
shit.
Yeah, he is like sitting down. You can already tell that he is tall.
And we're on
Like
different sides
his
of the bed.
he has shaved his head. It's waxed, very shiny. His face is very rigid and structured. And dangling out of like the fur pelt and leather armor that he's wearing
Okay.
is a gigantic green like arm that ends in like 4 talons.
Okay.
But you said it was skinny.
That's nice.
It's like bulky and then like gangles
Oh, that's
the rest of the way.
Okay.
I don't think Gangles is a
Ask about the wound.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to bully you, Ben.
Is it natural looking or?
Oh no, it's very like unnatural. It looks
Okay.
demonic.
It's like
I
an
shot him.
abomination.
I didn't know that I was in
It's
the
like
pocket
a
dimension.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like a gecko.
Okay, so my friends informed me about the pocket. Sir Isak, I see that you've been injured. That's terrible.
That was.
Yes.
What happened to you?
I do not know. I think rest will cure me of this sickness, and then I will get back to
Choke him the
spreading
shit out.
happiness and fun throughout the town. Lord Burgermeister, and he's not making eye contact with you at all. Like he's responding to your questions, but he's only looking at the Burgermeister.
Okay.
Ask him where Arena is.
That's a little direct.
He's gonna break though. Look at his fucking face.
Well,
Ask
Sir
him to go.
Burgermeister, it is custom of the Dragonborn mind healers to be alone with those that they are doing their mind healing work with. Would it be possible that
Doing great.
I be
sweetie.
alone with Sir Isik for a few moments?
Isaac will say, Lord Burgermeister, I appreciate that you think this will help me, but I think that just sleeping would bring me more happiness. I was attacked by some of the scoundrels that ran into town that the guards chased off. I think it might just be part of that. Maybe one of them had poison from the devil on their arrow.
With all due respect, Sir Isik, I have training and healing of both the mind and the body. So maybe it would be good if I stayed with you a while.
Make a persuasion check with advantage
You're doing
for the Burgermeister to
well.
leave.
You are doing
Oh,
well.
I'm 17,
I
thank
thought
God.
You have
you were doing
advantage, so you gotta roll
something
again
else.
and
I
take
do?
the higher.
Why do
Yes.
I have advantage?
Because you're asking the Burgermeister to leave.
Oh, and of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
I'll take the 8. Yeah, 17.
Giggity, giggity, goo.
So the Burgermeister is just like, this is for your own goodies, and walks out into the hallway with his wife, closes the door and
Yes.
locks.
Oh, it's fine.
Locks the door.
It's gonna be
Yeah, it's
okay.
behind
You're
you.
gonna
Oh.
wreck.
I have
Ronan.
hella fucking
Ronan.
strength and it's a wooden door.
The door,
Oh, you're gonna-
just down the
Go out the
hallway,
window.
I can breathe
two,
fire.
like, a very tall woman and a very
First
bulky
of all,
man
that's
stepped
not
out
mine.
and closed the door, and the bulky man locked it behind him.
Okay.
And he's turning to his wife and just says, Sweetheart, please attend to the sun building in the kitchen. I'm going to return to the library. I will see you at lunch. And he kisses her on the cheek and walks back into the library.
They got no plans to come back and get you. Yeah, exactly. Fuck.
Okay. If I stay right where I am, will either of them notice me?
They will walk right, like, as... The Burgermeister won't, because he's going across the hallway back into the library, which he just said he was going into. And his wife, who is going to go back downstairs to the kitchen, would walk directly at you. Like, she would walk into you as she turns the corner.
Okay.
I might want to find a closet or something.
Yeah, that's what I was
Never.
gonna ask.
Are there
No.
any closets or rooms really close to me that I
The
could sneakily
closest
get
room
into?
In the upper level,
Is there one like back toward the stairs?
no. So there you can see a door all the way on the other side. There's also a stairwell going down, and then like the wall kind of to the right on like the other side gives way and like indicates that there's another hallway. So the only routes of escape would be retreat back downstairs completely, or try to slip across the 5-foot hallway before either of them notice you.
I'm going to try to slip across.
Make a stealth check.
Is it a 1?
Is it a 1?
Oh no.
You step
Damn
forward and like you go to
Wait.
swoop.
That's a 1.
No.
No, it was a 1.
You go to
It's a
swoop
1.
across. Like definitely just trying to hide away. And you trip and like trip on a tiny little crack of like the wooden floorboards just raised a little bit and smash forward. And
Starting his whole house on fire.
no, nothing lights on unless he like is intentionally doing it.
But that would be
and
natural 1 behavior.
Girl, chill.
both the Burgermeister and his wife kind of see you hit the ground in such a dilapidated state, and they like charge over to you. Are you okay?
Not why were you the fuck in my house?
Yeah, I'm just an idiot. I
Wait,
got
can
lost.
we hear it from the kitchen? Can we hear the
You hear a loud.
Do I hear it?
No, you're outside.
You're
The
taking-
door's
you're
open.
shaking.
I just like.
It's not that loud.
You're
Yeah.
taking-
Girl, you're
Um,
outside.
it's
This
like
is
someone
all
jumping.
there.
Like-
any of the women go to see what the noise was?
Nope, they just keep working.
They don't give a shit.
Absolutely
What was that
not.
noise?
Rictavio's just like, I'm sure we'll find out soon when the Baroness returns, and he's like having a fun time.
I'm gonna smack my forehead.
The Baron will look at you and just says, "Why were you coming upstairs? Are you a friend of the Mind Healer?"
Yes.
Make a persuasion check.
You're just
Yes.
like, hell yeah.
It's a 13.
Any
What do you
modifiers
add?
to that,
Plus.
Alex?
Wait, what?
Any modifiers to your persuasion check?
No.
He's just like. He's very much just like, oh, I think I read about this as well. All Dragonborn mind healers come with a companion to carry their medicinal tools.
What does he roll?
Yeah, what did he fucking roll? Ben,
Yes,
please-
I'm most.
You're like, and here's my bag of tools.
His insight check was a nat 1.
All of my tools are in the bag on my back.
One moment, and he will like go over and lock the door for you, and just like push you in, and
Yes.
then close the door.
You guys have no charisma, but
I
We're gonna make this happen together.
The two of you are locked in a room
Oh
of
my
music and a
God.
buttload of dolls. The rest of you are down in the kitchen.
Or outside barfing.
Yes. And so the Baroness actually, as she's coming down the
do
steps,
not kill him.
carry on,
Yes.
will
He would-
stop and be like, "Oh dear, are you okay? Do you need
Oh.
something? Perhaps you need to go rest."
Sure. Can you have some soup brought up to me?
Oh God.
And she'll be, sure, yes, I have this. The servants are making soup, and she will
Oh.
lead you back inside.
So such a considerate hostess.
She will snap at one of the guards and say, "Bring a bucket," and one will go fetch a bucket for you, and she will lead you into the room just across from the kitchen
Ooh.
Slave quarters.
into
Probably.
a very nice
Ooh.
den
Guest
with
bedroom.
padded chairs and couches and walls.
That's hot.
Padded walls?
It reeks of pipe smoke, which kind
Fuck
of
yeah.
all right. And
Yo,
on the far
baby
east
shit.
wall is the head of a very angry-looking bear that's like
Not a wolf?
snarling. No, it's a bear.
Mm.
Dylan.
We hunt a
And
different
she will,
kind.
she will,
No,
she will like,
It's
bears
like
are nice.
have you sit. She'll sit you down on the couch, and bring you over like a fur pelt and like lie it over you,
Ooh.
and tell you to like lie down, and she will be right back with some soup.
Thank you so much,
That's nice.
milady. I am so sorry I can't help build the sun today.
And she walks out into the hallway and just like claps her hands and tells a servant to go bring her soup, and she comes back and sits down with you in the den.
So how many people are in the kitchen now?
There are 1, 2, 3, 4,
5.
5, 6, 7 people in the kitchen. Rotavio,
Okay.
Oh yeah.
The two women.
Plus the 2 women and Rotavio.
Ilana,
Alana
and
and
Claudia.
Okay.
You didn't write them down.
of course fucking nothing to write them down. That would require me to actually be trying with my notes.
Yeah, I wrote them on the whiteboard.
Good for you.
It's important for today.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt it.
I'm going
Also
to
true.
attempt to make more conversation with Alana and Claudia. I'm going to ask them what particular traditions come with the festivities of the Burning Sun.
And they kind of look at you and like with very confused look, and Claudia says, "We will be making a wicker sun to burn it. The children will carry it through town, and all will be well."
All will be well.
It sounds slightly rehearsed, but like the way they said, and like the all will be well is very much rehearsed. The rest kind of just seemed to be like a piecemeal of like things. Like she would read part of it in a book, and this is just reciting it.
Hmm. I see. And will this take place as the sun when the sun rises on that day? Or?
No, I believe the Burgermeister is planning on having it as the sun is setting.
I see.
And will everyone be going to the festival?
Everyone will be attending the festival. Everyone.
It's mandatory for the Pocket Dimension kids. This is a mandatory festival.
Oh
Okay,
yes.
good to know.
You saw a poster
Yeah.
the other day.
Yep.
Attendance is mandatory.
Oh,
Buy a
it's
shield.
attendance
I want to buy
and
a
children
buy a shield
mandatory.
before we go to that.
Wait, does it just say attendance for
It's
children?
your
Attendance and children mandatory.
That's
All will be well.
That's really
Is
interesting.
the exact last line of the poster.
That's really interesting.
That's propaganda, lads.
Are we allowed to talk amongst each other as human beings?
I'm fine with
Or do we
that.
have... Okay,
Metagaming.
has anybody figured out what the fuck is going on?
I'm gonna ask the ladies
I don't
some
know,
questions.
but I want a shield before we go to this festival.
Yeah, I bet we can find one in this house.
So they're creating weird ass toys. I think Blinsky was once a nice man, but something happened with Straw that's kind of fucked him up a little bit. Or a lot of it.
I think you just have a boner
He's-
for Blinsky.
I have a boner for Blinsky, okay? And I think he's releasing his trauma and his fear through his toys.
All right,
First
we
of
will
all-
analyze the character's motivations.
Yeah, at a
perhaps
later date.
time. We need to find Irina, so you guys have to deal with crazy McMuffin.
Okay.
Torture the shit out of
We're
him,
not gonna torture
but
the
in
shit
a
out of
way
him.
that they can't tell.
Anything else you'd like to ask Claudia and Alana?
Stomach.
Oh.
Stomach with a rock and a towel.
I'd like to ask them
Oh.
how long they've been working here.
Because it
First of
doesn't do
all,
any damage, but
you know what to do.
Today we have helped the Baroness
A
for
rock and a towel, it won't do any
2
damage
days,
to the
and
organs, but it'll-
Claudia and Alana just kind of like look at each other. It's like 2 days.
2 days. Well, you are very familiar with your positions already.
Okay, well, I'm not yet. So.
Sure.
Are many of the people who work here as new as you are?
Well, the Baroness likes to have different women from Vlaki come and help. It's a good way. And Claudia kind of like whispered to get a meal
Yeah.
See?
at the end.
Aww.
And were you trained by some other women who have been working here longer than you?
Do you not know how to make he looks at you like sees that you're feeling like, do you not know how to make a wicker basket?
Well, obviously not as well as you two. You've done so well so
Wow, Rachel,
quickly.
Charisma out the ass.
I'm a -1.
She's doing well enough where I haven't forced her to roll.
How do you
Yeah.
possibly have a -1 in charisma?
Because
With a
I'm
9.
strong and dexterity.
She had a
an
7 in
8.
her charisma, and then
Fuck.
she changed it to a solid
To-
9.
To a solid
Guys,
9. It used to be
let's-
-2.
Let's.
Anyway, but how did you are there any other women in the home that are working here as well, or is it just you two?
No, there are the servants, but
Have they
we
been
aren't
here?
servants,
Have they been here longer?
of course. The Baron is very particular about his servants.
I see. So it's very impressive that you got a job here.
Oh no, the Baroness just invites women of Valaki to come help prepare for the festivals.
I wasn't sure if
We
it
happen
was
to-
like
Alana
the women
happened
get
to be taking a
sacrificed
walk.
in the basement after like a week.
Alana and I happened to be taking a walk the other day.
That's very
Wait,
fortunate.
so you've been here for
2
I'm not
days.
there.
Oh, we just come back.
I'm not
Get
there.
food.
The Baroness provides us with nice meals.
I see.
That's very curious.
Is anyone else in the kitchen? while
Back
I'm-
to upstairs.
Fuck.
Rowan,
It's like a very
Ask the question.
Gary, you are locked inside of this room
Okay.
with a very muscular man.
Hot.
Let me
Also,
try
quick
that.
question, Rowan. How tall are you?
I am 5'11".
Well,
Yeah.
fuck.
Like in real life.
I'm taking point.
Yeah.
Why?
So,
Because I'm
Ezek
the
just
mind
stares
healer.
at you and doesn't say a single thing.
But
He's
Can I
just
have the
staring
doll?
at you,
Hey, buddy.
waiting and watching for you to make a move.
Cause he's the man.
Okay. Hello, Ezek. It's a pleasure to come and try to help you today. I was sent directly from Sir Blinsky. I brought something for you. But before I give it to you, I was wondering if you'd care to talk about these other beautiful dolls that you previously got from Sir Blinsky.
Question: Are you taking the doll out of your
Not
pack?
yet.
Okay, that's a very important thing that I was wondering about.
Okay.
Do not reveal.
He
the doll.
will just Ezek will kind of take his eyes off you for a second and look around at the dolls and just says, "What is wrong with my doll collection?"
There's nothing. They're actually quite beautiful. I'd kind of like to get one of my own, which is why I ask.
They are online. You may not have one.
No, I wanted to get one specifically made by Sir Blinsky, but I want to make sure I get the likeness correct. Is there a model or something that I could use?
From my dreams.
Oh.
There is a woman that comes to me in my nightmares and
Oh.
my daydreams.
Would you be willing to
I
draw this woman for me?
Why are
And
you
he just-
dancing around
he
it
just
like
says,
this?
I do not need to. I have the dolls.
Don't have a name.
Let's
You are
actually.
such.
hold on. Let's pretend we're gonna heal him. Lay him on his stomach,
I'm trying to.
and no,
Cut off his knees.
stop. You're talking to him. You're not trying to heal him. We're going to when he lays on his stomach.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not. I'm going to take my rapier and shove it in his arrow wound until he talks to us.
Maybe not that harsh.
Give me
Ask
the other
him
arm.
where is Irina.
I shot his
Ask him the name of the doll,
I
and then if
can't
he
talk
says
to them.
Irina,
I
ask
can
him where is
provide a really
Irina.
good distraction
Okay.
as I have thunderclap. Just
Hold
get everyone to
on.
come
Do you by
downstairs.
chance have you by chance named any of your dolls?
No, I do not know the name of the woman, so I keep the dolls where they are on the shelf.
Oh my god.
Starting to get the
If I could tell you the name
the
of the woman.
misunderstood vibes
If
from this dude.
Alright,
I
let's get down to healing you.
Okay, yeah.
So, where did you get hurt?
One of the bandits who broke into town to assault the Burgermeister shot an arrow into my shoulder.
That is absolutely horrific.
And he will like lower
it is.
his like fur pelt like armor, and like you can see that there's a deep arrow gash
Oof.
that he has yanked an arrow out of.
Oof.
Are either of you
He will like
healers?
I
fish
have a little bit of
He will,
healing
like,
magic.
fish under the bed and pull out just a normal arrow, and he will say, I think it may have had the devil's magic worked into it.
It's just
Okay.
wood, you dumb.
I am very sorry to see that this wound looks like this, Isak, but luckily I will be able to look at it and get some healing done, and my healing companion right here has all of my tools in his backpack. Would you be willing to lie down and get in a more comfortable position so that I could take a better look with your muscles relaxed?
Make a persuasion check, please.
May I make a performance check?
Can I
Sure, I'll allow it.
Hey, that's not nice.
10.
make a performance check?
Yeah. No.
What?
You're
Plus
making
your
fun of him,
performance?
man.
I was.
With my performance, it's 10.
Ben.
Oh, lame.
You should like both
Yeah.
talk.
It's
so you
just
can
because
try
he
to
changed
aid
his
each
mind
other
and you
to
could
get
see it in
advantage.
real time while he talked.
Alright.
That's why I was doing it, not
I'm
because
just
he was
giving
stuttering.
I'm giving you shit. That's all.
That's a good call.
Don't make
Because
fun of people with stutters.
What?
Intentional. Anyways,
I
Isak
wasn't
kind of
trying,
is
I
just
was
like,
just making fun
please
of you
walk me
because
through the
you're
medicine
changing your
first.
Okay. So, in order to make sure that the arrow wound is correct, I'll need to see your muscles relaxed so that I don't actually hurt any of them when they're contracted. First, I'm going to have to take out one of my candles to get a better look into the light to see what is broken, if there's any gashes or any of those types of things. And then I will... Okay.
Tell me, close his eyes.
And then once we are...
like belly down.
Once we are finished checking to see with the muscles, I will clean out the wound as best as I can, and I will get out a salve and bandage it. If I see that the muscles are torn enough that we're going to need something else, I might have to make a sling for you that you can see the muscles immobile. And if the skin gash looks like it's not going to heal on its own, I might need to apply stitches. But if that's the case, before I leave, I think I might want to find another healer to make sure that they can take it out later. From what I've
What's your
seen so
major?
far topically, it looks like
Psychology.
you will be able to
Oh,
get this
that'd
healed,
be
but
cool.
I
This is
will
like
not be able to be
simple
certain
shit.
until I look in. Can you please tell me about your pain levels?
Done.
Sound of this.
I wanted you to roll medicine, but like, fine. No,
I
you
want to
don't
be an
have
occupational
to.
therapist.
You can
Okay.
just, yeah, he'll just like nod and get on the ground.
Yeah, that was well thought out.
Yeah, that
Was
was
it?
very detailed. He has no
Occupational
problems with the fact that
therapy?
when he's on the ground, he will watch you take out whatever equipment you take out of your bag, Rowan,
You're just like,
he wants
and
to
all
see what,
this
like-
shit, bullshit.
in case he might have to do this for himself and or like the Burgermeister at some point to fight off some of the devil's poison.
Do you have any medical
Yeah.
experience?
Rowan, I completely forgot. We forgot to stop at the medicinal store before we got here. Do you remember you bandaging up our friend's wound the other day when it was horrible and grievous?
Yes, that wolf bit right into his arm.
It was absolutely horrific.
Let me see if there's anything else. in
Oops,
that
we
bag.
forgot.
I ain't got shit.
Luckily,
You have what, a grappling hook?
I have a
Just
grappling
like
hook.
throw it on the ground.
I have my sword and crossbow. I have my armor. I have an explorer's pack.
Do you want me
I
to
have
tell
a
you what's in
crowbar.
that? So
Yeah,
like,
sure.
There's
Actually.
ropes.
so no, yes, there is a rope.
Here it is.
Clang.
A backpack, a bedroll, a masticated tinderbox, 10 torches, 10 days of rations, and a
Wait, what
water
am I looking
skin,
at?
in addition to
Wait,
50 feet
what
of
am I
hemp and
looking at?
rope.
That was
I-
a little way too
I didn't know you wanted to
fast.
write it down.
Oh, do you
No.
really? What?
do.
I
A
want one of
backpack.
those.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Well, you
Dylan,
need heat
I'll
to
read it
cover
slower
So
this
if
time.
you
A
need
backpack.
I need heat to cover.
Really
Okay,
slow.
sounds
You
A
good.
still-
bed roll.
You still didn't
Just
get
A
it.
mess
in case
kit.
you-
Oh,
Yeah, you're going
I
way
just
too
remembered.
fucking
I
fast.
thought you already
though.
wrote
What?
the
that
book.
my dear friend, what's
Just
your name again?
pass it to
Audra.
him.
Just have
My
the
dear
book.
friend Audra has my herbal kit.
Good lord.
Also, one of my primary methods of healing is cauterization, which
Oh,
I am.
hey, I was right.
One of my primary methods of preventing infection is cauterization, which I can do with both my companion's head and my mouth. Therefore,
Whose head?
What?
in the Dragonborn
What did you
Healing
just-
Collective, one of the
Oh.
main things that we've employed is cauterization, simply because it removes the infection so efficiently and prevents any further bacteria from any
What's a
further
bacteria?
any further sickness molecules
Demon.
from
What's a molecule?
Call the fuck
any,
out.
any more sickness from entering the wound. Would you be willing to lie down so I might start
Burn the
looking at the
witch.
wound?
Sure.
Okay.
And he's on the ground watching.
Thank you.
Wait, he's
Isaac.
on the ground?
Yes.
Wasn't he? Yes. Wasn't he
Okay.
supposed to be laying in
I have a
bed?
plan.
No, he's got on the floor.
Why do you have a plan?
Can't wait to hear this.
Okay. Okay.
He's gonna die.
I'm gonna take a look at your wound here. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick because I don't want to infect your wound anymore. And
Get you a good
I'm
CA.
so sorry. Okay, now that I've washed my hands, I'm going to look. This might hurt a little bit. I apologize. I am looking inside of your wound. It looks like you have some abrasions to your muscle, and it looks like you have some slight tearing, but it does not look like I will need to go in with any stitches. I think cauterization from the outside and a sling are necessary. I have the supplies right here that I need for a sling. Would it be okay if I started to design one for you?
Proceed.
Okay. So at this point, I am going to make him a sling that is going to very securely hold his arm to his body.
This is human arm.
This is his human arm, by the way.
This is his human arm, I know, but still. I'm going to create the sling, and this should keep your arm snugly against your body. You might need a little bit of assistance to get it on and off, but this is the best kind of sling that I can offer you.
Are you just tying it?
Are you tying it or his like arm?
It's actually a nice ass sling, but it is going to keep him from removing his arm from his chest.
Okay. That's what I was asking.
Okay, so now he only has one arm.
He only has one
it's
arm.
like the
Yeah, but
monkey
that's the
arm,
good
yes.
arm.
It's-
Yeah, this is the better
I mean, it's something.
Are you guys
Okay.
talking about me?
No.
Okay.
You guys are totally talking about me.
Looking at your may I
Hey,
converse
we
with
got
my
it.
healing companion about further strategies we can use?
Are you asking me as Isaac or are you asking me as your DM?
You're my DM.
Sure.
Okay. All right. What
What
the
is
fuck
your
are we gonna
plan?
do?
You said you had a plan.
My plan was to put him in the sling. As far as
I believe you mentioned cauterization.
Okay, cauterization. But okay, the thing is I don't want to
Guys.
interrogate him if I don't have to, but I will interrogate him if I have to because he's still my friend.
I will interrogate him.
Just
Okay.
one burn him in
Start
the face,
asking
like-
some motherfucking questions, or I will come up there.
Who's
You
your
don't
name?
know what's
You're
happening.
getting
Okay.
held
Okay, I have.
Well, I have questions
Who's
I need to
Galen?
ask her.
How about you go and retrieve? Okay, for in a typical herbal medicinal kit, is there any herb that I can get him that will reduce his inhibitions?
I do have an herbal.
I have an herbalism kit.
I also
Both have
am
an
pretty sure that I have
herbalism
wine at
Release
some
his
point.
inhibition.
Are you like just trying to like get him woozy?
I want to lower his inhibitions, so yes, I want to get him woozy.
sick as fuck.
I want to give him a
Where's
Where's the
painkiller.
fucking lean?
That is a better explanation to the person who doesn't actually have literal background.
No,
in
lower your
medicine.
inhibitions is a typical term. That's not a medical term.
Yeah, but like besides getting drunk, when the fuck do real people use that expression?
I would okay.
Feel
So
the
basically,
rain
I
on
want to
your
either
skin.
I would like to
No
either
one
drug
else
him
can.
or get him drunk.
Are we talking about in this?
I think it's
No.
safe to
game or
assume
real life?
that I have wine
Okay.
with me because we've gotten wine like 85
Yeah,
times,
there's-
and I know that I have
You
a
probably
water
have replaced one of your like water skins with wine.
So I have wine. Is there anything in an herbalist kit that I could give him that would drug him?
What?
Yeah.
Do not
Okay.
roofie the
knock
only
the fuck
person.
out.
Rowan, would you please go down to our dear
She's
friend
waiting
Audra,
way
who took
too
my
much.
herbalist kit, and get me the herbs?
I'll be back in a second.
The herbs we need for fucking heals.
Give me that herb kit. I need it.
I'm coming with you.
No, you're not.
Yes,
you know,
I
I feel
am.
like I
You're
would
not.
be better. I should also.
She's sick of
come with.
leaving.
We should all come with. that
You're
might
just
be
like,
necessary.
oh wait, this person needs to come with
No, I don't.
These are
him.
my apprentices.
I'm sure you wouldn't need to
I
come
need the
with-
This is
herbalism
my
kit.
apprentice.
Okay,
Thank you.
We have the herbalism kit.
Are either of you
They're learning how
proficient
to
in the
apprentice,
herbalism kit?
apprentice, and
I have healing. I have healing DX, and
So, did you get did Audra for? Actually, hold on.
Oh boy.
Are you trying to assert yourself upstairs?
Yes.
Rowan, do
Are
you
you still
want to
down
let
here?
her get
Yes.
upstairs?
I said no.
let's
Okay,
see. No, I don't want her
so
to get.
you are going to make
I think she'll be
a charisma check, intimidation. Rachel, Audra is going to need to pass a charisma, intimidation, greater than Rowan's. I know that
I
Rowan has like
guarantee
a plus
she
5,
does.
doesn't he?
No,
I thought
he
you
doesn't.
Neither of us have any charisma.
So I rolled
I
a 14
do.
charisma.
Yeah, and that's 9 higher than a 5.
Yes, so you're just like, no, I don't need to. And Audra immediately turns around and is
She's
just
like,
like,
"You're
no,
a bitch."
I'm going. And walks past you and goes upstairs.
Hello, Audra.
You're a turd.
It's not my fault. You forgot her supplies. I remembered.
Yeah,
You're
bitch.
bad at
How much
everything.
charisma do you have?
-1.
Wow, mother fricker. Okay, where we are.
She's not that much weaker than you.
Audra, I'm so excited to see that you brought me my
Well, you're
herbalism
going to,
kit.
right?
Can you please
Y'all.
give me the herbs?
I would love to.
Okay,
Just
you
reach
actually
in.
have more knowledge of this than I do. Would you please, our friend, my friend Isak here requires some healing of his shoulder, and I would like to give him some painkillers before I cauterize it to prevent any unnecessary pain. Would you please mix me a draft of medicine in order to?
I do have some seed of the poppy.
Yes, that would be perfect. In the
Heroin,
meantime,
yeah.
Isak, us Dragonborn deeply believe in the mixing of medicines, so I would like you to drink some wine in order to further reduce the chances of you feeling unnecessary pain.
All
So
right,
Isak
so
will like roll onto his side as you like
Honestly,
tilt
there's
some wine from like a wine skin into his mouth.
I'm
Audra.
mixing
Yes,
together.
medicine
You
check,
won't
please.
feel a
Okay.
thing.
That's a
slap the
13.
bag.
Okay. Do you have proficiency with herbalism kit?
I do have proficient. Oh,
The herb-
is that medicine that you told me to roll?
Yes.
Wafting
Okay, so that's a 15.
But do you have proficiency with the herbalism kit?
I thought I did with my background, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
You have a hermit
You look
background?
that up.
Yes, I
think
do.
you should then.
If you got
Yeah.
it from your background,
Yeah, I
it's
got
gonna
it from my
stimulate- Okay, then
background.
yes. I'll go
Okay.
with yes. Yes. You mix together a nice mixture that you've done before for like a sleeping draft,
Pure.
Oh.
and you accidentally like tip in just a bit more poppy than you probably would for normal persons, and then you hand that
It's okay.
to Gary.
Okay, I'm going to thank you very much, my dear.
You're welcome.
Okay, Isak, we are going to give you this medicine that will help you not feel any pain or help you feel minimal pain when I cauterize your wound. You're going to be okay.
That's gonna be. Make it harder
So are you
for him to
putting
move
on his
forward
shoulder then?
because he's not gonna
I
feel
am,
the
huh?
painfully stab.
Are you putting on his shoulder?
No, I'm going to make him drink it.
Okay.
So this will be a generalized anesthesia.
It's going to be a generalized anesthesia. I am going to
But they-
give him.
They can't.
Actually,
can't
we
talk
still
if you
torture.
put
We
him
can
out.
still definitely torture him.
We can
So-
definitely restrain him at the very least.
So I'm going to give him the draught
I'm
of
not
stuff. Okay, now is he good and well drugged up at this point?
Not yet.
1 second.
You're not in the room.
You're
How
not
long
lying,
does
Harry.
poppies take to set in? Like
A
15
long
minutes?
time.
God.
Actually,
You know from
like legitimately a while.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
it's
Like
just, like it's an
legitimately a long
opioid.
time.
Poppy's an opioid, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Okay.
if you fucking drink cactus juice out in the desert, like you won't notice until a day or two after.
Well then, what I'm gonna do is
Fucking
say,
what?
You
Well,
should have just let me shove my rapier in his arrow
nope.
wound.
While your generalized anesthesia sets in, Isak, I will further inspect your wound. Please just do your best to relax.
And he relaxes and kind of lies there and
Good.
is like, you may begin when you are ready.
Can I
Okay.
ask a question? Were they able to hear the music that I was playing in the kitchen?
Yes, lightly.
Can you?
It's kind of
play
echoing.
more
The
soothing
kitchen
music
door
from
is
the-
open to the main foyer, and it's probably echoing up the steps.
So I can for sure hear it.
The door to the den is closed.
Oh, what?
We're gonna skip back
It's not
to carry
funny,
on.
soundproofed.
It's light. Carry
Yeah.
on.
How
You
did-
have Oh, you're actually gonna play stuff?
Mine.
Well, yeah, I was thinking that maybe it might have an effect, but it probably won't
No.
either way. Okay.
Take your time.
Howdy. Thank you for
Okay, what
sitting
we're gonna
with me.
do?
Can you tell me about your festivals? Can you tell me about the festival that's coming up a little more?
Yes, well, last week we had the
Nope.
Wolf Head Jamboree where
You
we
guys are
carried
good.
spikes around.
Like he's getting like prophetic.
Here, you guys go
How
squat
are they
over
being
there.
rude to me? This is my moment.
It's a shared moment, but okay.
They had it.
I don't
Just
care.
did it.
It's D&D. Should be appreciative of every single person's thing. They're going to discuss strategy. Anyways, we had the Wolf Head Jamboree last week, where the little children carried around wolf heads on pikes. We had the hunters bring them in, and then we flayed the wolves alive in front of the town. It was very fun.
Interesting for sure. Can I ask your maiden name?
She just kind of looks at you and is just like, I have not changed my name when I married my husband.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you tell me why you have so many festivals? I know the devil is very prominent in this area, but I'm just wondering, outside of
Well, my husband,
for the population.
Morning Lord bless his soul, he has come up with the perfect solution to the devil.
Oh yeah.
When everyone in Vallaki is happy and joyful, the town will be whisked away from the devil's clutches and be spirited back to the land that was Barovia before Barovia was Barovia. We will be released from the mists and we all will be well.
All will be well.
Yes, all will be well.
Do you have an open mind to other solutions to the demon's work?
This is the best solution.
You're right. I'm sorry. Are the kids the important key to Barovia or Valaki's future? Is that why they're mandatory at the festival?
All are mandatory. All must be happy to escape the clutches of the devil.
I
Everybody
can't
isn't
wait.
happy, so it's only happy people left.
And she, like,
Hold on.
Makes you unhappy.
Oh, you're not there. I have more questions.
I'm not being serious.
I'm a ghost. I'm everywhere.
Can you tell me the story of Isaac?
And she'll relate to you that one day, while out hunting with a couple of the guards, her husband discovered that Isaac found a young boy without an arm.
Wait, are we not allowed to know this?
No, I'm just pushing you guys.
You're just
being
being
loud.
loud.
That he discovered a young boy who was armless, alone in the woods, and he brought Isaac back to town and has taken care of him ever since.
And where did he get his new arm?
And she kind of looks at you and is just like, my husband took care of it sometime.
What a resourceful man.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know about the dolls?
Isaac has a doll collection, yes.
Do you know the woman?
No,
No, he hasn't told you.
he doesn't know himself.
Oh, that's interesting. Then how does he know her?
He does not say. He just says he has visions of a woman.
From what I've seen, she's very beautiful. Shut up.
Sorry.
Do you know the devil's name?
It is ill to speak the devil's actual name.
Good call. I was just asking.
You actually know, though. Like,
Oh, well, yeah. I
you
was,
personally can.
I was
Just being
trying
clear.
to lead into other questions
Ah.
without being like, how do you kill him?
Oh,
Now, do you stab him through
Do
the heart, or do you like take
Do
out
you?
his
Oh,
hair?
hold on. I have a good one. Do you know of any ancient amulets or weaponry, maybe even a relic of a past saint that could help the town be full of happiness?
No.
To save us? No relics. Thank you for sitting with me. This is such a nice talk. Can you tell me another story?
And she will launch into a story. The three of you now left alone in the kitchen with Rotavio and these two women, have been brought a very nice, like, soup. It's very rich, very filling.
Somebody find out these people's
There's
fucking
crusty
names.
bread.
Claudia?
There's
Yeah,
Claudia.
No,
Claudia.
the people who are in charge of the town.
Oh.
I know.
We're just bothered we don't know their names.
Yeah, we're just here. Okay.
Are you sure that? I mean, I feel like even if it's. Wait, that sounds out of context. So we're eating now.
You are taking a break to eat some lunch.
See. So I mentioned to one of the women, so I know it's kind of weird that we're here not knowing the Burgermeister's family's names, but wouldn't it be less weird if you told us what their names were? Wouldn't that be less weird?
Make a persuasion check.
I mean, you're fucking right.
Nat 1 minus.
So yes, you have that nat 0.
Rip in pieces, you
Yeah,
idiot.
that's a good one.
She smacks you across the
No,
face
she's
and
just
takes
like-
you out of the house herself.
She's just like, that is an issue for a later date.
What?
But be silent and eat your soup.
Why didn't
If
we
you
ask
make me
anyone?
lose my soup, you will have more things to worry about.
Good call.
I will not.
Well,
I will keep your soup.
I'd like to
Can I please
ask,
have my chair back?
You can have your chair back.
what are we planning on doing in between now and the festival?
Well, like, are you asking me?
I know what you.
Are you asking
No,
me?
no,
Are you like
asking her.
talking to your
Okay,
friends?
now I'm gonna go.
Rotavio will pitch
Asking
in
just
that,
in the
like-
general area of the
Yeah.
kitchen for anyone to answer.
Rotavio will pitch in. I think it'd be fun to go find the bones of Saint Andrew if that's a thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Oh, just
there is
We're never finished.
lots of time to drink at the end.
Okay.
Is there any other interesting places you'd like to go on our tour?
There's the coffin maker shop, but that's about it.
We'd like to head there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a landmark. We could also go. Have you seen my carriage yet? And he will like launch into like how a good story about how he won his carnival wagon in a game of bones with a very surly dwarf.
Oh, bones, that sounds
Excellent.
Yes.
I believe we passed by your
that's
carriage the other day, but we didn't get to see
No.
I
it.
liked how you caught that. That
Just
is-
kind of
No, it's because
rumbling
my
around.
bard, one of my instruments,
I
is
know.
playing on rib cages.
Is there enough time for me to go get a snack?
Yeah.
If you hustle, yes.
Oh, I can't hustle.
What time is it?
Thanks.
Yes, enjoy. Those are the best snack. Let's cut back to upstairs with the three of you standing there over Isaac, who's just waiting for you to continue.
Snack
just like,
for strength. Okay, he's opioided up at this point, right?
Not really.
No? Alright,
No.
well,
It's been maybe like 2 minutes.
thank you. Alright, Isak.
It's been enough time where you expect that he should, especially you, Otter, for the dose of opium you gave
Does he
someone,
have
that
resistance?
he should be a little more inebriated in this, but he seems
He
fine.
smoked so much. And
Oh,
He's also really
no.
big though, isn't he?
Alright.
Oh yeah.
Are
he's
you a
tall.
drug user? Because that affects the dosage. Just kidding.
Okay. So, Isak, I've learned in the past when I use this particular method of cauterization, I'm going to be frank with you, it's quite painful. And I've learned in the past that I've had a lot of patients who have lashed out and hurt either themselves or the healers. If it's okay with you, I would like to restrain your limbs either by rope or my companions, whichever you're more comfortable with.
Rope.
50 feet.
Really hoping for rope.
Rope is highly preferred for this particular method.
I will go with the rope if that is what you suggest.
Okay. I'm going to
Dang.
firmly
Ooh, that is
and carefully
Oh.
use my rope to bind his feet together and to the bed itself and to the frame of the bed itself.
Okay.
I am going to tie his thighs to each other and to the bed itself. I'm going to tie him around the
Is
waist
this all
and
necessary?
to the bed itself. Actually, yes, especially for an individual of your size. And I'm going to gently bind his arm to his body.
Okay.
And actually, I'm not going to gently, I'm going to firmly, but gently bind his arm to his body, both upper arm
Yep.
and forearm.
And I will
And
get the Christmas.
Put it in very snug, and I am going to very, why do I keep saying gently? I'm such a nice person. I'm going to gently but firmly bind his head around the back in an area where he can still actually be semi-comfortable to the bed.
Okay.
Okay.
And then,
Something
like,
in his mouth.
he's also on his back, so he can get to the arrow.
I thought the arrow was on his
it
back.
was on his back.
What?
I thought he was on his
It's
tummy.
like his back shoulder.
Okay, so
Like
he's
his-
on his
So
stomach.
isn't he on his
Yes,
tummy?
he's on his stomach.
Okay, he's on his tummy.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
So all that on his tummy.
He's on his tummy. All right. Are you ready to proceed?
Yes.
I'm gonna cauterize the wound first. Wait, can I talk to Ben for a second?
Sure.
I'm gonna cauterize the wound first to throw him off.
How so?
He's gonna be in pain.
How are you
else?
cauterizing the wound is what I'm asking.
Can we use your head?
Okay.
I can only deploy my fire breath every once in a while, but your head's pretty, you know.
pretty
So I actually have a question about my fire genasi thing, the reach to the blaze. Is that like a cantrip type thing, or how does that work?
What is it exactly? Hold on.
It's the racial bonus for being a fire genasi.
All the genasi stuff is you get to cast some sort of spell every once in a while. So.
Is it like once per long rest?
I'm literally looking up right now.
Okay.
You know the produce flame cantrip, so you just can pop up a flame. Otherwise, you have burning hands at 3rd level. So like.
I mean, I also have a broad
I would
weapon.
recommend not burning hands because it would burn down the building. But
Holy crap, that's powerful.
it's like a 15-foot cone.
Let's not
of
do that.
flame.
Yeah, he's smaller than that.
Actually,
So like if you do your produce flame cantrip, you can
Just
make
like-
like a smaller medium flame. So like you basically could make your hand have a little bit of fire and like Sensei Master.
What a 5-star.
Okay. Are we ready?
Slap him a few times. Yes.
Alright,
Alright,
I'm gonna
Issa.
use the produce flame cantrip.
We are going to cauterize your wound in 3, 2, 1. Cauterize the shit out of that fucker.
Just shove it way in there, way deep.
Yes. I need you to roll the D8 for the damage that he's taken for that.
Oh. We're doing damage?
Good,
Yeah.
good.
Ooh.
For cauterization. Cauterization damage.
1.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he takes a little bit of damage and not winces, but he like kind of twitches a little bit.
Oh. Well, you only took 1 damage.
Okay.
That's like nothing.
That's
It looks like we cauterized your deep muscles. We
That's
need
a
to get to
10
your
for me.
superior muscles. Going again.
Shove it way
Your
back in there.
superior
Okay.
muscles?
Well, like it's just like an arrow wound, so you'd
Oh
be
my
shoving
God.
fingers in there.
Superficial.
Yeah.
Uh,
At least 2.
Finger his wound.
Yes, got it.
4.
Okay.
Yes, Daddy.
Is it cauterized?
Yeah.
Oh, it's cauterized.
Definitely.
Oh, it's cauterized.
Definitely cauterized.
Okay, so
The
it's
room
Dang.
smells awful.
completely
No, it smells
cauterized.
tasty.
Okay. I'm going to. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, I'm going to kneel down in front of his face, and I'm going to look him deeply in the eyes.
What?
Don't
I'm
you
gonna
put
brace
them
myself.
Right, like on his knees.
We
you're
had-
like,
We are at the ready.
I am going behind my back. I am reaching. I am grasping my warhammer,
Oh.
and I am going
How do you
to
hide a war?
reach out my other hand. I am a dragonborn. I'm very large. I have a very large head. I'm going to stroke his face,
Okay.
and I am going to say to him, I know the woman you seek, and I need her back. I
Love the
need
doll.
my friend Irina. And I'm going to take my hand back, and I'm going to pull out the doll, and I'm going to hold it in front of his face, and I'm going to say, where is she?
I will never tell you.
well, that's actually pretty dope.
I'm really sorry, but you're gonna have to tell me.
Was it a charisma check or an intimidation
Make
check?
an intimidation check now.
I'm very sorry, but I'm intimidating you now.
That's a 13.
Plus.
He glares at you.
Ooh.
Can we
Alright.
all try to intimidate
No,
him?
no.
All right,
do it, then you get
Rowan.
eight.
No
we
point.
promise, Rowan.
I'm whipping out my rapier and I'm putting it in his arrow wound.
Uncauterization.
Roll the
Just
damage
now,
for
bitch.
that.
Roll the damage.
You have an auto. Actually, so it's you.
Wait.
He's prone right now.
I have a
and
better idea.
restrained. Okay.
I'm gonna take out my hunting knife. I'm
No.
I'm no.
We
no.
said we would do
No,
this.
no,
just
I'm,
tried it.
just let me
No.
try it. Just let me try
No.
it. I'm gonna-
He already did it.
Can I roll for initiative?
Or
In can.
What?
Don't fight him.
I'm not gonna. Okay. Wait. Just let me try. Just let me try.
What would you like to do?
Guys.
Walk
I would
me
like
through it.
to just. I want to try it. I just want to try it. If it fails, there's nothing. There's no harm in it. I'm gonna pull out my knife. I'm gonna take up the doll, and I'm going to say, I'm going to destroy this and every doll in this room. If you do not tell me where Irina is.
Or you get some
You
burn.
roll the
Actually,
d20 again. I'm giving you advantage on that intimidation roll.
That is absolutely fucked up. Why would you do that?
That's a 2
sense though.
and a 9.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
he doesn't care. Rowan, you stabbing him?
Yep.
So
Let me
he's
re-roll
prone
that 'cause I
and
didn't
restrained.
know.
It's an automatic critical hit.
Oh, so I rolled this twice, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Guys, we're gonna murder him.
No, I don't want to murder him. We want to torture him.
I'm going to roll the dice.
Save.
See what happens,
Okay,
Alex.
let's not fall off chairs.
Why not?
Roll it nicely, please.
Okay.
Can I gag him, please?
You're the CA. You
I
should.
did a 2 and a
She's
4.
gagging.
Can I
Started
please
six.
gag him? I gagged
Yeah.
him thoroughly.
Smack him with the doll.
Scream and attract the attention of the Burgermeister.
So you
Smack
shove
the
the
doll
doll in
into
his
his
mouth.
mouth.
Oh, sure, why not? It's kind of-
Roll each
It's
other.
the
Say what
first
you do.
thing you
Six.
have.
6.
Dylan, are you alright there?
Yes, I'm fine. Good.
You want to hop
It
back?
is not a rolling chair.
Yes, it's not. Let's not
You
fall
like
on the ground,
spicy.
please.
Yeah.
I am not
fine.
comfortable with that. Yeah, the 3 of you can roll initiative.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You guys
I
are
knew
so
it.
Is he actually?
dumb.
Watch him break out. of the
16.
rotation through your-
11.
That's a 14.
Oh.
So
it's
I
a
have
13.
initiative.
What do you have?
16.
16?
Alright.
Is that including your dexterity?
Wait, what is my dexterity? 2? Is that the proficiency
14,
bonus?
12, and what now?
I have
No, your
14
dexterity
actually.
is your dexterity.
Oh,
It's a plus.
Rachel, what'd
18
you have?
with dexterity.
That is a 14 for me.
Oh, you guys both have 14?
Mhm.
Who's going first?
You can.
You can go first.
Rowan's going
Okay.
first, because I already wrote his name down.
Sweet.
Stab him.
So,
in
Jerry,
the
you're up
eye.
first, right now.
Okay.
Isaac is on the ground, very much, like, pinned down by a rapier in his back.
I thought he was on the bed.
Just kick
No,
the
no,
knife
ground.
so it goes into
How
his
did he get on
shoulder
the
blade.
ground?
You
We
guys
originally
put
put him on the ground.
Yeah, he's on the bed. He's tied to
Okay.
the
Oh, I
bed.
thought
No.
he
Oh,
was
duh, yes.
originally on
No.
the ground.
You tied him to the
Kick
bed.
the knife.
You
You
said
said
that
that
he
he was
said
on
Kick the
that.
knife
Yes,
so
but
it
then,
goes
like-
into his shoulder blade.
She did.
We
It
can we
makes
just
no
assume that I told
sense.
him to go on the bed because it
Yes,
makes sense?
and wrap.
Okay.
Yeah, tied him to the
She
bed.
did
So,
tie him. say that she
Alright.
did tie
I'm
him
trying to
the
think
bed.
of good, terrible things to do. Oh, I'm so bad at torturing
Kick the
people.
knife so it goes up into his shoulder blade.
What I am going to do
We're
is
not there.
I'm gonna
Oh,
stick my dragony hand right into his shoulder
Oh.
because the wound is still fresh, and therefore I
There's
can
a rapier.
definitely
in it.
do that with
Yeah.
I'm gonna go around the rapier, and I'm going to grab a muscle, and I am going to rip it clean out of his
Oh.
shoulder.
Oh.
Make a strength check.
Oh.
You're fucking gross, bud.
I rolled a 20.
30, 20?
Really? Like an
Dirty
actual
20.
Okay. Yeah, you reach in and you just yank out some muscle.
I would like to rip out the entire deltoid, please.
Roll a d6.
Wait, which one's the 6?
That's a
That's
regular
a
die.
regular
Yeah.
die.
Oh, well,
And then use that. Tell us where she
I
is.
rolled a 6.
Plus your strength.
Plus my strength is
11.
an
You're
11.
gonna kill
Nice.
him.
Yeah, he
By
did.
ripping out his
Ripping out the
arm.
deltoid clean will not kill him.
And he like shuffles and like muffled scream into this like Irina doll that's shoved in his mouth.
I'm going to now kneel down in front of him. Can I use my, oh god, can I use my second wind?
Sure.
Alright, I get a second play. I am going to...
You have a second action, yeah.
I get a second action. I am going to kneel down in front of him. I am going to say, you're going to tell me, you're going to nod yes if you want to tell me where Irina is, or I'm going to do the exact same thing to your other shoulder.
Make an intimidation check with advantage again.
Is there a ability?
That's a 6, and that is a 13.
Someone get you
With
some
advantage,
knives.
so 13. But with intimidation, I get a +0, so 13.
He glares at you.
I just ripped out his fucking deltoid. Well,
He doesn't want to.
he glared at me, so he's not. Okay. Who's up?
Rowan is up.
Wait,
Cut
wait.
off
Can I
his
still
penis.
hurt him anyways?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Okay, I want to
Use
rip
your
out his
second
shoulder.
wind, so.
Use strength check again.
We gotta get you some different
That's a
dice.
6.
We need to get
plus
you
a
different
5
dice.
is an 11.
That was
No.
a 9.
Oh wait, that's a 9.
Actually,
That's
yeah.
a 9 plus a 5 is going to be math 14.
Yeah.
14 to
Roll a
hit.
d8.
No. Is that the
No.
How do you heal from this?
You don't.
You fucking die.
Takes a while.
It's a 5
Guys, we're gonna kill him.
Plus your strength.
plus my strength.
10.
No,
It's 10.
it's your modifier.
Oh, my modifier.
10.
So 10.
Okay.
Oh, rip.
Rowan's turn.
Is my rapier
Wait,
still
did
in
I
his arrow wound?
successfully rip out his deltoid and his other shoulder?
I'm not sure what the fuck a deltoid
The
is.
deltoid is the big friend
It's
right
this
here.
one.
You ripped out some muscles.
So his
You fucked up part of
his
it.
rotator cuff is a bit fucked. Okay.
His rotator cuff is fucked.
He's probably not going to be able to move that
So
arm.
the
for
rotator
weeks,
cuff
maybe
is
months.
Baseball
fucked in
season
the
is
bad arm
out.
now. It's in his like dangerous arm because that was what I just ripped the muscle out of. So he
Yes.
can't use his demon arm anymore.
Wait.
So-
no,
Oh,
it's
you rip
the
out
other
some.
one.
There was
I thought you were going
no
for the real
hole
arm.
for
It's
the
by
demon
I already
arm.
the
Arrow
real
used
arm is
in
what
a
I.
arm.
There's no
There's no
hole
hole
in
for
the
you to
demon
reach
arm.
It's on the
into with
nice
the demon
human
arm.
arm.
I know,
She ripped
but
both of
I
them.
Oh, you want to
rolled.
rip for the demon arm?
Yeah, that's what I
That's
just
You
what
pull
rolled
out
for.
some ichor.
Hmm?
You pull out some ichor.
Blood.
So just blood.
It's like black and slimy and feels like oil, but yes.
So I've basically
so,
only
memberness.
drawn blood from him, but have
Well,
I damaged
keep
his muscles?
going,
You
bro.
deal the damage to
Okay.
some demon arm, but it's quite fine.
So, is my rapier still in that arrow wound?
Yes, you left it in there, I believe.
Yes, I certainly did.
Mhm.
I was just making sure.
If you push it in farther, it's the same thing as an
You're
attack.
doing great.
May I have Anna?
I'm pushing it in as far as I can.
It's another critical hit.
God bless.
Hell
He's
yeah.
restrained and prone.
Oh shit.
7, 14.
Are you at least gonna ask?
What?
Not yet. It's a 14.
Yeah.
Guys!
Just
It
repeat,
feels-
nod yes. if
It's
you wanna
your
tell us.
turn,
Audra.
Rachel.
First thing I'm gonna do
Can I trade you?
is I'm gonna lean over and I'm gonna say,
Sure.
we're gonna keep doing this until you tell us who that girl is. Are you gonna tell us where she is?
Would you like to threaten him?
That's good.
I will threaten him.
Deception
With-
check with advantage, please.
Deception with advantage. Do you mean intimidation?
Yes.
Okay.
My bad.
So intimidation. So that's gonna be a 10. Wait, with advantage?
Yes.
Yep, that's a 10.
Yeah, that is a 10. That was a nice 1 you rolled.
We're not talking about it. I bite my tongue.
Yeah, he glares at you.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and punch him right in the goddamn face then.
Yep.
I feel
You
like
get
that can't
automatic
hurt.
hit. It's a critical hit.
Yeah.
Is he dead?
No, we're not trying to kill him.
Please
That is a
start
3.
making sure you specify non-lethal damage.
And so 6. You only add your modifier once. It's
Well,
dice
if you
twice
just
modifier
punch
once.
us,
So 6?
6.
Because do enemies
Can I ask him
do
again?
enemies get,
If they're
Talking
important,
is a free
they get
action,
to do
yes.
saving throws, like if
Tell
they're-
us where she is.
hold on.
Roll for it.
Yes.
1.
That's a 6.
You guys
We've got
fucking
no
suck.
charisma.
Wait, I have another. Wait, is it my
On
turn again?
Ezek's turn,
He bursts the fuck out of his bounds and
No,
wrecks
he's
you all in
very
one swipe.
securely tied
He
down.
turns into a Hulk and fucks
I used
all
my
you up.
hempen rope and my silken rope.
Ooh.
his demon arm
Sexy.
grows spikes and rips through the rope. The rest of him is still restrained down.
Ah.
And he
Lucky
throw
guys.
and a like from the tips of his claws, a gigantic spiral of flame erupts out and shoots directly at you.
I have fire resistance.
Oh.
I'm a dragonborn.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so proud of you, sweetie.
It doesn't hit you anyways. It misses.
What did he roll?
Oh no.
A 1. So it goes flying.
He lights his own
roll it.
room on fire.
Is he
That's not a critical failure.
He missed by a long shot. It's a small room.
Well, I do have fire resistance as well.
Okay.
You take 4 damage then.
Cool.
Wait, I thought fire resistance was
Half.
just like, oh.
Do I get to go again?
Immunity is 0. It's your
Oh.
turn then.
Okay.
I have fire
May I borrow your
resistance as
sword?
well.
No.
He's also stood up.
What
Like he
race are
pushed
you?
himself like
What
he
race are
like
you
ripped
again?
and like pushed himself up.
Is he completely out of his bonds?
No.
No,
He's
just
still
the
bound
demon
up, but he's
armor.
no longer he's restrained, but he's not prone anymore.
So my weapon isn't
What?
actually a sword, it's just a rapier. It's just a pointy tip.
Okay, so it's just a pointy tip. Okay, let me look at what I
So
have
choke
here.
him out and slam him onto the bed.
I was hoping for a sword because I want to cut his arm off. Do you have a sword?
I don't think that's gonna work.
I punch things.
Okay, so you don't have a sword. I have
You
a
can't punch spikes.
warhammer. Okay, what do I want to do here? I am gonna try to break his spine.
I can shoot fireballs out of my hands. Not
I would
fireballs,
like
but
to
sun
break his
bolts.
spine. He probably has fire resistance because of the thing. I have my shield at this point, if that's not already a given.
And we're all within 5 feet of you right now.
Okay. I'm gonna roll to use my warhammer to shatter his spine.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Lower spine because I don't want to kill him. I just want to cripple
You have
him.
advantage because he's still restrained.
I take offense to that.
That's a 6. And that is a 1. Fuck. Well, can I add strength
Yeah, you do. What's
So-
your hit with your warhammer?
with my warhammer? Okay, so it's
If you increase
plus
it
5 for strength.
with your
No.
level up,
What
so
should
you
I
just
have
add
increased it
to
to?
whatever is
To
currently
add
there.
I
one.
didn't increase. I didn't
Do I
increase
just
this
add the
with my
strength of my
weapon.
warhammer, or do I add my strength and the warhammer?
It's your strength.
That goes with.
Oh, for like to the hit bonus.
Yeah.
It's your strength plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Okay.
So 7.
So what did I roll? What was my bigger one? Was a 6, right? Was a 6. Well, my So my proficiency bonus, that would make it an 8. With my hammer, that'd be plus 7, so that's a 15.
Wait, what?
Wait, was I confused? I had a 6 proficiency bonus, you said? Add that and my warhammer? Or just no?
You'd be a 7.
Because my warhammer is 7
Yes.
extra. So add 7 plus 6 is a number that is
13.
13. Do I get
That
to add
does not
anything to
hit.
that?
No.
Shit,
That doesn't
okay.
hit.
Well, 13. I was trying to break his fucking spine, so hopefully I get something in there.
Rowan.
Alrighty.
Wait, did I land a hit on him?
No.
No.
What? Did I just fucking miss?
Yeah.
That sucks.
You like you
whipped.
grazed off his armor. Like it hit a stud in his armor and it just kind of like fizzled.
Okay.
So,
I should have had him take the freaking armor off, dumbass.
What?
I'm gonna use my bonus action first.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my hand crossbow to shoot into his demon shoulder.
Okay.
Hey, that's my thing, dude.
Yeah, but this is from the other way. You shot him in the back.
Also, burn.
Hey, it was
also,
a good shot, though. Okay.
Also, though, but that
Can
can
I
be our
have more
group
auto
thing.
bombs?
I'll get a fucking bow
So-
if you want.
Attack roll advantage.
Wait, what was the first one?
I don't know.
Just roll again.
Ben.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
It was an 11. Because
Okay.
I forgot what the first one was.
In total, 11 does not hit.
I know.
Alex, your memory sucks.
And then...
Odd. Oh, never mind. You have a full action.
Yeah, I
so
still have a full action. Since I missed with my hand crossbow, I'm going to try to do the cute fancy move. Right
Cute.
for his demon shoulder with my rapier.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta not use these dice. I got a 10.
You gotta
total.
stop
Did I
rolling it
curse them
against
when I
that.
told you they're gonna roll poorly?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They're really nice looking.
Yeah, I know.
Audra.
Did you buy those?
All right,
I rolled for like one thing all night.
Expensive.
tell us where
No.
she is.
You already know what I'm gonna ask for.
Hey! Okay, do
You still have advantage.
I have advantage?
You done?
Yeah, you
Okay, so
that's
17.
when The silver runs away.
Tying him up wasn't so stupid now, was it?
I guess.
He kind of staggers a little bit,
Guys, shut up.
like sensing his wounds, and he screams at the top of his lungs.
Of course.
I thought the gag was still in his mouth.
Oh, is it still his
Breathe
mouth?
right.
Yeah.
Go up and
So it's a
kiss
very
him.
loud, muffled scream.
Did we hear it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah,
we
it's
please
like-
do a test to see how long somebody could actually scream with a gag?
No.
I really can't go that.
Please don't, Chris. Please don't. I'll flip
That
the
was
chair
that
over.
loud.
All right, Chris.
No, man.
Oh,
jeez.
sit down.
Stop it. Sit.
And he's kind of like just like staring at the wall, like the far corner of the room.
You said when we came
Wait.
here that Strahd was coming for her, and we know that. That's why we're trying to protect her. But you just hiding her from the whole world isn't helping her any either.
Roll persuasion.
Quick question.
God
Is he
damn
looking at
it.
the door?
That's an
No.
8.
If he's not looking at the door, I bet she's in the room.
Oh.
8.
He stops
Where is he
screaming.
looking?
She is
And
one of
stares
the
at you.
dolls.
He is not.
It's your.
Whoa. That
Yeah,
if you want to make
might be
another
thing.
like
It's a doll in his mouth.
discussion thing, I'm going to make it be your action.
Okay.
So now is
Alright.
a critical point for you to decide if you want to make an attack or something, or if you want to use your option as a fun talky thing.
Okay.
You can try the talky thing if you want. I'm pretty good at stabbing him.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the thing is,
Rolls
I
on
have a
both.
-1 charisma, and I'm not doing well with the rolling.
At least we have 0 charisma.
Could you?
So I'm just gonna sunbolt his arm.
Kip?
Is that an automatic hit?
No. You have advantage on the attack though.
Alright, so that's gonna be a 21 to hit.
Yep.
And that's going to be a 5 damage.
Okay. Nizik's turn. So, are any? You guys are kind of like surrounding him in a circle, yes?
Kind of.
Yeah.
You might as well.
Who's closest to the door? Do you think?
Well,
I'm
I'd
just
say
gonna say me because I have. Wait, you have the highest HP.
It literally doesn't matter. Just pick.
I'd say, well, the order that you guys kind of came up in, so it's probably you're the farthest, then you, then you're closest.
I'm closest to the
Logistically.
door.
Okay.
I'm closest
Yeah.
to the door.
Logic.
I was just talking to him too.
Isaac is going to pull the doll out of his mouth with his demon arm.
Ew. I thought you said he couldn't move it.
It's free, and the demon arm is free and moving.
Because she pulled muscles out of it.
No, that's
No,
the other
that's
arm.
the
She
other
pulled out
one.
the human arm.
She pulled it.
There's not muscles to get pulled out of the demon arm.
What?
Oh.
It's like enchanted, scary. We didn't take anatomy on demons.
So it's like a symbiote arm, basically.
Ooh.
Okay.
Essentially, yes.
Okay, thank you.
I like it.
And
Oh,
he
we're
will.
talking Pokemon, okay.
We're not talking Pokemon, but it's okay.
Venom.
Yeah.
He will push past you.
I would like to try to not let him push past me.
You can make an attack.
Doesn't he have to go
opportunity.
past me first? Because
You
I'm
guys
closest
can
to
all
him?
make an attack of opportunity.
Can I do a strength check against him?
Maybe he's
Sure.
going to go get it.
Oh!
Is that 20?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
He got a nat 20. Should I roll as well?
You should all roll if you want to make attacks of opportunity.
I rolled a nat 20.
Are you
What?
serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck
is,
you,
Is that
Isaac.
an advantage?
Plus
no.
your modifier. Is that total evade, Alex?
Oh no, it's a total
Oh, excuse me.
11.
11? Okay.
So,
Mackenzie is. You want Gary? What's Gary doing for the attack for the nat 20?
Oh, jeez.
Hammer.
Light as shit
I mean,
up.
my hammer's definitely the
knock
strongest
him
thing,
out. Knock him out.
But we want him to talk.
Do we? He doesn't want to talk, and none of us are good at talking to people.
So I guess we can
Well,
knock him the
well,
fuck
if you
out.
knock him out.
Okay, then, as my DM, if I bludgeon him in the frontal cortex and knock him out.
Does he know
You have
what
a
that
fucking
is?
warhammer. I don't think your warhammer is specific enough to hit the frontal cortex.
Okay. If I knock him out, are you gonna be mean and have me murder him, or if I roll,
You can
am I gonna
do
kill him?
non-lethal damage.
Can I choose to do non-lethal damage?
If he doesn't die,
Because
within,
I don't want to kill him.
Wait, if he doesn't die within 10 days, we can carry him around because I'll get speak of the dead at level 4. So if it's
Oh my
if it's
God.
before 10 days,
Am I
I'll
gonna
be able
kill
to
him?
talk to
You're
him
not
instead.
I don't want to kill him. Can I
Roll
choose?
It
damage.
doesn't matter if you're not
Jesus.
there.
You already. That's a 20.
No, it's not
You already rolled it.
It's slowing
Wait,
down.
what am I supposed to roll now?
Your warhammer damage.
The actual
How do I do that?
action.
Do you know what your
And they
warhammer?
don't
Oh, my
know
roll-
what he's
warhammer
saying
damage is a
because he's not
7.
there.
But
Your
no.
warhammer
No.
damage is a
But that
D8
is
plus
the thing.
4.
Wait.
Yes. So roll. roll two
I was
d8s.
confused. Okay.
Unless you want to use it two-handed, that's a d10.
Is this a D8? I prefer to use it two-handed.
Okay, so you slip your shield back on and two-hand with your warhammer.
Okay. Is this a D8?
That
We
is
still
a
have to
d10.
go talk to the
What's a
coffee
D8?
maker.
Is this a D8?
Yes.
Yes.
If you're using it two-handed, it's a
Now we
d10.
gotta figure out what's in the code.
We're busy.
Shit.
We can't
Sorry.
talk to the coffin.
You have to keep in mind this was literally
Yes.
my second time playing.
That's fair.
Okay. You rolled a 0.
No, you rolled
It's a
a
10.
That's a 10.
Again.
Just kidding.
Roll it again.
I rolled a 2.
So 12 plus your modifier, which is 5 now. So
Yep.
that would be
17.
Thank you.
I said first.
You did.
Thank you.
Snaps and claps.
I would
Nice.
like to knock him the
I
fuck
think
out.
that's how mathematics works. I've mentioned I'm not good at basic math, right?
That's okay.
I can
Me
do
neither.
calculus, but I can't do fucking addition and subtraction.
Okay.
This is my guy's
Before using algebra.
Then Ezek. Wait, are you also
About
making
the
attack
balance.
opportunity, Audra?
Yeah, I was a 14 to hit.
That will.
I
hit.
also have fighting spirit, so I can.
Hit. Alright, then I'm just gonna go ahead and punch him then.
That a girl.
It's gonna be 4 damage.
Okay.
I'm also
Do you have any
cool.
weapons?
Nope.
Zing.
I
What?
choose not to use weapons.
Ezek will
It's a
trundle
personal
forward,
choice.
Well, that's
These
incredibly
monsters.
stupid. of
push
you.
open the door,
Gee.
and trundle out down into the
Remember.
hallway.
Are you kidding me that I did not knock him out with my warhammer?
Nope.
That's
Are you fucking
impossible.
kidding me?
Nope.
Hey,
Okay.
Ben, how
Can I-
damaged on a scale of 1 to not very damaged?
Do we hear it from the kitchen?
Severely damaged.
I think the
Severely
heroin
bloody.
will be kicking in any time
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Do we
I-
hear any of this from downstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a big kerfuffle.
Okay.
Carrie,
Y'all should
Yeah.
grab your weapons.
the Baroness is probably going to get up and just like, excuse me, and leave.
I'm
You in the
gonna
room?
follow her, actually. If that's okay.
If you get up, she'll probably insist that you like
No,
lie
I'm
back
gonna
down.
say I'm feeling much better. I think I should go help my friends.
She'll like give you a strange look at that, and just say, "You're even more delusional than I thought. I can't leave," and like sit back down with you.
Can I
Hey,
At least
Claudia,
there's
what
one
was
out of
that?
the way that way.
Yeah.
I'll give her that.
3 of you sitting in the kitchen.
Hey, Claudia, what was that noise?
I don't care. And she's back to, like, you are at this point probably back to
Jesus Christ.
stitching.
Ooh.
Yeah, I didn't
Stuff
hear
together.
anything. I
Here.
don't know.
Oh.
You're just sitting here doing arts and crafts.
I want to roll a performance check to make it look like I'm standing up to get more supplies to make another basket, but then just run through the hallway to get upstairs.
A
Okay.
performance check? Wouldn't
Like
it be
leaving the
stealth?
hallway to go get a new bundle.
Well, yeah, kind of like to make it, or like anything that makes it like seem like they're not, like I'm not, like,
Just running away.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's 20, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Right. 20.
Holy shit,
Nat
guys.
20?
Yeah, so you,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, clean
you're just like,
20.
excuse me, I'll be right back. I'm going to get some lumber and walk out in the hallway.
Please
and then
tell
just
me you have
walk up this,
charisma.
like,
Lumber?
Please talk to him.
walk out of the way. The farthest you can get
He's
is the
bard.
bottom
Do you have
of the
charisma?
first
Thank
flight of
God.
Yeah.
steps.
Yeah, I have +6 charisma.
Guys, be
Are you
quiet.
like dashing up the steps, like dashing as far as fast as you can?
As like 2 steps at a time, but I'm not like blundering up the stairs.
Yeah, you get to the top of the steps, like with all of your movement, like dashing, so like doubling your movement speed for dashing as an action. Like that's as far as you can get
Yeah.
up the stairs.
Okay.
Where are you in the initiative?
Please roll initiative, by the way.
Okay. That's 20 still, right?
Yes.
Okay, I should even ask that because I'm going to get off 20. 15
Plus
And then-
your dexterity.
plus 1, so it's 16.
Okay. I'm gonna throw you in behind Gary.
Okay.
Try to talk him down. He knows where she is.
Okay. I would also like to try to get out of the kitchen.
Okay.
Okay, given that I don't feel like these women really even care, I'm going to just say, they're just like random people making suns. So I'm gonna be like, oh, my friends have been gone for a very long time. I'm gonna go check on them, see what's up. I'm just gonna leave.
Okay. Would you like to dash as well?
Yes.
You have. You
I
were able to get slightly farther than
35.
Paul upstairs, just like a little bit farther than like the top floor. So probably
Am I
like
fat?
no, there's faster. Wood elves are faster. They have like
Yeah.
5 extra
Okay.
feet than you.
I have 35.
Okay.
So like they're able to get like slightly farther. Like there's like the window. The Paul's there's a window at the top of the steps. Paul's right at the start of the window. You get just past the window.
Whole 5.
Yeah, it's like a whole like 10 feet extra. It's not that impressive.
Shall I roll
Alright.
And
initiative?
Strong bear.
I
Shall I
have
roll
to use the
initiative?
bathroom. That's my excuse.
I love
And then
it.
you go the wrong way. It's outside.
2.
For
My
what?
floor initiative is 3.
Oh, I
Nice.
thought it was a 2.
I add
I agree
Oh,
with
yeah,
talking
that's
shit up
Strong
on
bear
this,
with
so
your
I
initiative.
assume that's where the bathroom is.
16 plus 4. 20.
Okay, fine, got it.
Rock and roll.
And then your dashing out gets you to the same place as Leomare is, so that brings us back to the top with Jerry.
Alrighty. Oh, shit.
Jerry or Gary?
How
Jerry.
far away is?
Jerry. Yeah,
Okay.
Jerry.
He is a solid 30 feet away.
Okay.
Like he's
Alright.
out in the hallway. Like those of you, you 3 cannot see him. He's out in the hallway. Like
How are you gonna explain this?
Doesn't
I-
matter. We'll
what-
figure it out when we get
I
there.
literally am going to
Could you
shout.
have thought about it before you brutalized him?
Well, in my defense, I didn't want to brutalize him in the first place.
We
But
argued for a while.
That's fair.
I feel like there's really no way to cover up the fact that we fucking brutalized
Get that
him
smile
at
off
this
your
point.
face.
The cauterization went wrong.
Could do like a heal wounds on him.
I'm not gonna.
Very
I'm
wrong.
not gonna. Okay, what I'm gonna do. How far away is he from me?
I don't
30
think
feet.
he's
30
bad.
feet. All right.
Our method is done. You are healed. How do you feel?
Is it more likely that I will be able to reach him and bludgeon him again with my warhammer, or should I use my crossbow to shoot him?
if you walk 15 feet into the hallway, you can shoot it with your crossbow. Otherwise, you can run up to him and smash him with your hammer.
I'm going to run up to him, and I'm going to activate my fighting spirit and my second wind. Which,
You already used your second one.
She didn't use an action though.
No, sorry. Second one is gaining health.
Second one is gaining health. It's increased to get more health. And it's, oh no, I want to use action surge,
You
which
just
gives
did
me an
that.
additional action.
It's once per rest.
Is it really once
Yep.
per rest? Fuck. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, so I'm going to activate my fighting spirit because I have another one. So I get to roll twice and take the higher one, and I get temporary HP in case he fucking bludgeons me. So I'm going to approach him with my warhammer, and I'm going to try to use a two-handed blow to smash him in the lower spine and cripple him.
Is that for the attack roll or the damage? I think it's for the damage, I believe. Fighting Spirit?
Wait, I don't know.
What does it say for fighting spirit?
All I wrote down was
looking-
plus
he's
5
looking at
temporary
it.
hit points. Roll twice and take the higher one.
That's probably for damage.
I would assume it's for damage, but attack rolls. You basically get advantage. You get advantage on attack roll for your current turn.
Roll a 19.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
You might as well.
nat. And
no,
then
it's not a nat.
No.
it's not.
It's 19.
A,
Yeah,
a
it's
natural
not a
19.
crit.
Okay, yes. Keep roll again.
I didn't add anything to it.
Yeah.
And nat 12, so
So
I'll
19.
take the nat
yes.
19. And
You do a hit.
I do a hit. Great.
Roll your d10.
Roll damage.
Where's the 10? Okay.
There you go.
Come on. Can I roll again?
Plus
Because I have
your
my thingy.
no. Plus your strength.
Plus my strength, that would be 6.
You slam it into the back of his skull and he goes down.
Oh. First of all,
He's down.
wait, what? She wasn't aiming for his skull.
I am now. So he went down.
He is falling to the ground, yes.
Okay, grand.
Is it?
Would you like this to be a lethal blow or a not lethal blow?
I would like it to be a non-lethal blow.
Okay, he's unconscious on the floor.
Alright, well that's grand, guys. What the fuck
So-
now?
And at this
So
moment,
we kind
the
of
Put
Burgermeister
him back
is
in his
swinging
room.
open the door to his study
No!
and is just like, what is going on in my house? And this is a perfect place to stop for the evening.
No! Let me
Okay.
fix this!
No, this is a good place to stop.
Ben!
Okay.
I've done
Okay.
These bastards
Yeah.
fucked
Done
up
like
this
we
whole
basically
thing.
done.
In my
Yeah.
defense,
No.
I didn't want to brutalize him.
I did.
Yeah,
I
good
want-
place to stop.
I wanted to gently coerce him in a way that made it look like I did.
In my
something.
defense, I barked.
Congratulations.
Intentionally.
Thanks. It wasn't
Meat bar.
intentional.
No, good job today, guys. I'm very proud of you, actually.
I'm pissed!
Torture scene.
Hey.
Torture scene.
I would like to say that I did very good preparing for that torture, except we probably should have investigated his room first, I realized in retrospect. But from the way you described it, it didn't seem like there was any way that we could hide a person in there.
That was a long cast, but that's about it.
I can
Wait,
go.
what?
Are you
I can
kidding
go
me?
in there while you
Shots.
guys talk to everybody else. I can
If
just
she's
go.
literally in the room, I'm
Actually, no, I
gonna
should
be
be
so
charisma
mad.
and
You know, like
Yeah,
that
someone else
chest
goes in
from
charisma,
Harry
like,
Potter where
the rest of us will be
yeah,
scared.
Yeah.
maybe it's like one of those chests, like, you know.
Good call.
Well, if I'm gonna try to make myself feel better about myself, he took my friend, and that's not nice, so we tortured him.
Well,
Just say it's your method of healing.
I don't play
my
by
method of healing
these
is a
same
breaking
moral
down,
rules.
building up combo.
Good job today, guys.
Well,
Make
fiction
it